welcome back to the Hotshot Haven. Man, we are here tonight with a video entitled Tell It Like It Is or Just Be Quiet.
Man, we are here tonight with a video.
And Neil, turn yours down for me, brother.
All right,
Thank
I
you.
got
All right, but absolutely, man, we are excited to have two guests with us to start off. This might be a long line, y'all. Just FYI, this one might go on because we finna talk like we under the shade tree tonight. We finna be real about some stuff. We gonna talk about some stuff a lot of folks don't want to talk about. And first of all, I gotta get some people a chance to come in here. I'm gonna let us hit the 1 minute mark before we just crank up real good. But I gotta take a moment to introduce the man, the myth, the legend,
Yeah,
Hotshot Billy Daddy. Y'all know I be saying Andy Daddy and
yes,
the
sir.
hustling motherfucker right there, boy. Hey,
Man, we tried,
Hotshot
man. We
Billy
tried.
Daddy. Man, love you to death, man, and appreciate
I
you coming
appreciate you,
on
man.
tonight, man. Y'all some real hustlers over there. So hey y'all, we gonna come with some points of view tonight from Hotshot Business Father, and we also have a special guest introducing to YouTube, Mr. Neil. Neil from Georgia. Neil, how you doing tonight, Neil?
doing good, brother. Doing good. Glad to be here,
Sound
man.
sound good, working everything on your end?
Everything good, bro. I can hear you loud and clear.
You too, brother?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, man. I appreciate you bringing me on, bro.
Absolutely. Man, it's an absolute blessing to be in the presence of two of you guys. And I gotta say, I'm bringing people along tonight. Is more guests coming on, but I'm bringing some people to look at this trucking logistics industry and this market game that gets played every day,
Oh,
and
it's a game.
bring yes, a major one, and bring the perspective where we got Hotshot Benny's father, which is a all the way veteran. Y'all see the type of money he make. Okay, he's gonna represent for the CDL guys with the hot shot. I'm gonna represent right now for the CDL guy that got the step deck in the flat. And my friend Neil on the end over there, that illustrious gentleman on the end, all the way on the end over there, he gonna be representing for the guy or the gal that just started, got the authority running good, and just so happened to took part in a couple of 1 hour consultations or two. Peep the game, boy. Peep the game. Hey, if you're in the live right now, click out the live, drop a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it. Cause this video gonna honest to God bless y'all. I promise you. Y'all know why I'm here. I'm here for a real reason. And hey, first of all, my name is Jonathan. On a Noble Enterprise LLC out of Brandon, Mississippi, where we proudly say when we gonna pull up and we say we gonna pull up, we pull up. And get what? We ain't pulling up for free. So
No,
that's
sir.
who I am. Came out here non-CDL high shot 2,500 or 28-foot trailer. Some plans that a lot of folks thought wasn't gonna work. That right now we see a lot of people trying to do what we do every day. Every day. It's some folks on here wish if they could do some of the stuff we do 3 times a week, it would make their life better. So we came on this right here not to shine on nobody. We ain't come to belittle nobody. But we came to simply bring you some perspective from some people that are in it, spent their money. Y'all know how I feel about that. Spent their money and they chasing a goal, not a dream. It's a difference. Now, Mr. What you want me to call you, Mr. Hotshot Benny Daddy?
Man,
I ain't finna do your gummy name, Big Daddy. We ain't
I
doing
know,
that.
right? Everybody calling me Pops, man. They don't label me Pops. I ain't even feel like no Pops, but hey, that's what everybody been calling. So I'm good with
Well,
that.
pops it
I'm
is. You just been
so be it.
adopted, goddamn it. You been adopted. You my pops honorary now, cause mine ain't hitting no shit. And tell him I said it. Right,
Hey,
tell that
man, we
dude
all
I
Pops.
said it.
We all Pops.
Hey, but guess what? Hey, great to have you on here. I want you to take a moment and tell us about you as a
Yeah.
person, as a owner, as a
Yeah.
driver, just some of the struggle that you've had to go through
And
over the years to get where you are today, Pops.
let's get to it. Dude, I was working for a company for about 15 years, right? 9 to 5. Forget that. Not 9 to 5. More like 9 to 9. Right? I did that for a lot of years. I given them everything. And you realize after 15 years, folks don't really care about you. You know what I mean? So one day I went to work, I put an email in. I put like a 2 hour window on the email. You know, you could send an email, but you could delay it for 2 hours. I went up
Right,
front to the
right.
boss man office, told the boss man, look, I think I'm gonna go in and resign. He said, oh no, no, we need you. While he's saying all that bullshit, no, 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 we need you. He been trying to fire me for about 5 years, right? Can't fire me though. You know what I mean? Because I'm doing my work. I'm coming to work every day. I'm dedicated. I mean, there was one time I went to work for 5 straight years, nonstop, for 5 straight years. Never been late, never been sick. So I realized folks don't care about you. So I quit, took my little 401k money. You know, I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I wasn't sure I was going to do the trucking thing because I was a car broker for a long time, buying and selling cars on the side. You got a good
Ooh, you were
job. Yeah, you
hustling
making.
though. You were
Oh
hustling. You
hell
were
yeah, you
hustling
know
though.
it. Always, you never stop. You know what I mean? So I'm going to work 9 to 5 or 9 to 9, whatever you want to call it, and I'm selling cars on the side. Right. Long story
Right.
short, I was like, well, to hell with it. I'm gonna just go in and sell cars full time. Started selling cars full time. Had a little mechanic shop on the side. Doing okay, but not really making the same type of money I was making before. But I was happier working for myself. Long story short, I'm buying cars from Texas, places like that. These hotshot guys bringing me the cars, and I'm paying these boys $1,600, $1,200, six, seven, $800 every time they bring me a car. I'm like, shit, I could do this. Let me try it. So I went. At the very least, right? Let me at least transport my own cars. So I did a DBA on my company real fast, right?
You start doing
I
that
did a
circle shit. I be talking
yeah.
about you send that money in the
So no,
circle, boy.
we got the umbrella company, and no, we got a DBA company, 1A1 Transport, and we went and got our authority and all that good stuff. In a matter. I mean, I studied, research, did all that for about 6 months before I jump out there, and I was really trying to get into a 9 car hauler. But you know how people is, man. Yeah, when once they see you real, and you really trying to do what they doing, all of a sudden
Yeah.
they disappear on your butt. I got the bread,
Oh.
I got the money, I'm ready to buy the truck. He said give him 75,000 for the truck and a 9 car hauler trailer, cause he had 3 of them. I ain't heard from this man to this day, and that's how I end up in Hotshot. I'm like, well, I can't get into the big rig. I ain't know nothing about it. My mentor disappeared on me, so let me buy a used truck. I end up with like a Ford 350 dually, and I end up with like a $6,000 Big Tex trailer. No, no, it wasn't even a Big Tex. It was a Kaufman, and the one we sold a couple months back. And so $6,000 for the dually. I
That
bought it from
same
an auction.
trailer.
It's Kaufman trailer. We gave it away basically for thirty eight
Yeah, but I'm
hundred
saying
dollars
that's the
like 6 months ago.
same trailer. That's the same
Nah,
trailer.
I ain't got it no more. I sold it. I
I'm
sold it.
I'm saying that's the same
Yeah,
trailer from the beginning that you sold just a few months ago.
exactly,
What I be telling
exactly,
them, boy, get something, hold on to it, you'll
exactly.
have something. Huh?
$6,000, man. I paid for that trailer.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
$6,000 I
Hey,
paid for
and
the
you
truck,
made too much damn money with that trailer before you
bruh.
sold it for them 30. What? Okay,
The
go on
first
with go on
year,
with your story, man. Go on, go
the
on,
first,
go on.
the first year, Haven, $240,000. The first
On
year,
some real shit. Hey, see, that what they don't
eh?
understand. That what they don't like.
The first
Then all
year.
that you had to do was figure out how to take most of it home.
There you go. That's it.
Okay,
Again,
go
you
ahead,
can
go
do it.
ahead.
No,
Go on
don't
with
get me
your
wrong.
so
There
bad
was some
ass.
trials and error. Man, I was on a mountain one time. The truck decided he don't want to start no more because we were in a traffic jam. Something told me, well, I should have never turned the damn truck off to begin with on the mountain. But I did. Let
Turn
me
that
turn the
damn
truck
truck
off.
off. I tell you.
Bruh, the truck wouldn't start back up. So I'm there, won't start. Next thing I know, my hood is smoking. Truck's on fire. I like, man, to hell with
Ooh.
this. I'm done. You know what I mean? It's too much ups and downs in the hot shot game. You know what I mean? But I'm
Yeah.
learning. I love it. It's more money than I've made before even doing my regular job. So I like, let me stick it out. Let me
Mm.
find a way. So eventually we bought a new truck and then another truck and another truck. Right now we got three hotshot trucks. And as you learn the business, you realize, man, if I could do
Turn
this in a
it up.
hot shot, you know what I mean? If I could do this in a hot shot, I could do this in a step deck too. So the next
Oh,
move
you could
is
you?
that step deck.
Could you?
You know what I mean? I ain't owe nobody. Well, I take that back. I'm still paying for them truck, right? But I'm trying to
Hey,
cash
yo,
out on
hey.
everything I can cash out on.
Hey, you
There's
being
too much money
aggressive
out
with them,
here.
baby. You being
Too much
aggressive
money
with
out
them.
here.
You gonna get it out the way. That
There
what
you
we
go.
screaming every day, all day. We ain't trying to owe
But
nobody
yeah,
anything.
man, nothing. But long story short, that's how I end up in hot shot. And look, man, it ain't no get rich quick scheme. You gotta grind, you gotta hustle. You know what I mean? You gotta some man, the first year, I ain't really take much time off. I only worked 9 months. And when you can understand this as a hot shotter, you might go out there for 2, 3 weeks, right? If you're doing over the road, but then you're gonna stay home a week. You know, so long story short, man, and then again, I got put out of service for 30 days. So I only really worked 9 months, made 240. I was sold.
That's the real. Hey, tell the
I was
truth or
sold.
be quiet. So,
Yeah, I got put out. I tell you why I got put out of service. 'Cause ain't nobody told me that when they send you a safety audit within the first 6 months, you got to go down there and show them your paperwork. So I got the email, you got a safety audit. I didn't go. I didn't know no better. They put me out of service for 30 days. They forced me to come. But I went
that's
in
right.
there after 30 days and I passed and I was back on the road. I ain't looked back since. That's my
Hey
story.
man, that call you got to take them bumps and bruise it where it go, man. Like I said, we done had issue with trucks on fire. Hey man, on the operator running out with other folk. Man,
Yeah.
folk get caught with the dope in the truck. These folk
Man,
the truck. Real talk, bro. See, I don't
yes,
make
sir.
them videos because I fool with the people that did the shit because we alright on
Yeah,
a personal
yeah,
level. I don't make them videos. But
right.
there's a whole lot of shit that went down. Folk done been $4,000 or $5,000 short 5 hours before the bill due, and call tell you they ain't doing it no more. I can speak about a lot of stuff. And you know that's
I
all
feel
in
you
the
on that.
game
Yeah,
though. That's all in the
right.
game because you're dealing with money and you're dealing with stuff
Yes,
that costs
sir.
a lot of money. Now I'ma slide off you for a second
Okay, do your thing.
and we gonna get Neil in here, and I want Neil to introduce himself and tell us a little bit about his journey so far because he is new to the game, but he ain't green. He ain't green, y'all. Neil, on you, baby.
Hey, everybody, what's going on, man? Shout out to you guys, man. Hotshot Haven, the Partial King, for having me out here, man. Y'all laying down the pillow for us, man. But man, just to give you a little background on me, uh, got into this game after being a long time member of the Boilermakers Union. So I'm a welder by trade. So I kind of learned a little bit of the ropes, trucking and doing this and that, man. But I have a background in rigging, so it's nothing new to me when it comes down to strapping and tarping and things like that, man. But it's been a journey. It's been a learning process every day, every day. Uh, my main thing is kind of learning the game, learning what to take, what not to take, and learning what it costs to operate. That's the main plan. Um, thank God for Jonathan, man. You've been a help to me ever since the beginning, bro. Starting out and getting to where I am today. So it's been a blessing with that, man. I'm learning every day for you know different things, learning how to deal with brokers, uh, what to do with the shippers, what to do with different loads and stuff like that, man. It's a process, but I'm enjoying every minute of it, man. Every minute of it. This is an opportunity to give me to have something for my family, to keep something that I own, that I can say that's mine. So it's been a blessing, man. But and just like Pastor King said, man, this is not a get in to get rich game. You got to work. You got to work and make it do what you do. So it's pretty much
Yeah.
what it is.
Okay. I'm gonna delve a little bit slightly deeper into Neil's story a little bit and let him elaborate on a couple of more things. But Neil, I want you, being that you have freshly spent your money. When I
Yeah.
tell you, this man freshly spent over whatever he finna tell y'all now. I know the number, but I ain't gonna let y'all know the number. I'm gonna let him tell this story. And then I'm gonna let y'all hear about what happened in the last couple weeks. I want you to tell how much this shit cost. And then I want you to tell them how the last couple of weeks done been with the shit that been going on. I don't mean to say it like that, but Neil, you just give him a little bit of it. You ain't got to tell all your business, but give a little
Yeah,
bit of it, baby.
yeah. It's been a little rocky road, man. Starting out, just not too long past the
What your
threshold of the 2 months.
setup is, what your
All
setup
right,
is, and what you spent.
set up right now. I got a 21 Ram 3500 dollar and a 14 GN 28 plus 5. Got
What
a
year
good
that
deal.
trailer is?
That trailer's that is a 21, and the truck is a 21.
Hmm. Okay, now I'm gonna slide and make a little pin right there for all them folks talking about, man, I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna get my feet wet and see how I go. And then, I figure out if I really want to do it or not. And how much money you to spend already, near truck, trailer, equipment, and just getting out there on a tank of gas. Put a tank of gas on there.
Put a tank of gas on.
Shit, all that count.
Man,
All that shit count.
Yes,
see, to be
sir.
honest with you, eh, you well over 100 grand. Now,
Yes, sir.
either that's cash or credit.
Right.
Yes,
But
sir.
now
Yes, sir.
I came in with a cushion for cash, but not being too
Uh-huh.
personal, but I had credit. My credit was excellent. Personal credit was excellent. So a lot of times I don't have to go down and put 10% or 20% down. I can walk sign the paper and walk out, you know. But all in all, you're gonna need a cushion.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Like I be telling these folks, get your credit together before you start. It's gonna make life a lot easier on you. But
Oh yeah,
never forget the cushion.
yes sir.
You got to
Got it.
have somewhere soft to fall, y'all.
Yes sir.
Cause this shit ain't promised. This stuff mechanical. It was made by man. It was designed to fail. And stuff happens. You gotta have the cushion. You can't stretch it all the way out and you got $1,500 left and you finna come out. You can't do that.
All
So
right.
just tell me a little bit about what happened to you in the last couple of weeks that just let everybody see that with a 2021 truck and trailer, you still need a cushion. Go ahead, let them know what happened.
Okay. Pretty much basic thing that happened, man, is coming out of 90 days, it's been, the first 90 days, it's kind of hard getting this and that, doing everything on your own, not having a dispatcher. But once you start learning the ropes and learning what to take and what not to take, you start getting a little better with everything. So recently, man, I've been working, getting lows coming a little bit more frequently to me. I got up there around that Midwest swing where everything's need to be. I got up there and I just so happened to park at Love's. Or instead of listening or not knowing, I backed in. So one night I'm asleep. I got some lows already booked for me, ready to go. 3 o'clock in the morning, I had to send my back into me. Kind of changed everything I had going by just not
What
knowing.
bagged into you, man?
Send my trailer, enclosed trailer back into me.
18 wheeler.
So 18 wheeler causing a puncture in the hip of my trailer. But not knowing knowing the extent of the damage. It's just, I had to stop everything I had going on. I couldn't be liable for other, clients' equipment or their cargo. So I had to stop that and kind of see what's going on with the truck and make sure everything's okay for me to operate. But all in all, not having a cushion would have kind of put me out of business because it stopped the money that I had to go because the bills don't stop, they keep rolling. They want their money on time. So it's been a process, but it's been a learning experience as well because now if you're in a dually, the best bet is to either pull in at a truck stop. I rather fit in the tail of the trailer. I can get another trailer the next day. It's hard to dealing with a truck, and that's your personal truck and how you doing it. But it's always something, man. It's kind of you got to be prepared for this and be prepared for that. But it's always something coming up, man. So a cushion is your best bet in this game. I see for right now.
Well, that'll sum it up on the cushion right there for a man that came in on authority, spent $100,000, come out and run a few loads and get backed into by a semi. Got to go in the shop, lose money, trying to at least drop the load off you got on there, and still have money to keep the household going, the insurance going, and all that. Because just like I told y'all, this stuff ain't instant. Progressive ain't gonna give you that money in a week. That money
Mm.
ain't coming like that. That money coming in about 2 months after they figure everything out, see who they can blame on the other insurance, back and forth, and then finally you get a check less $2,500 to $1,000, depending on what your deductible is. So you still ain't made whole. You really still ain't made whole, and then they gonna argue with you about your income loss that you probably gonna file. You better file your lost income. You're gonna have to show some steady money, which is kind of hard to do when you first start out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they're not gonna want to pay you for that. You like, man, I lost 5,000 this week. I know I could have made 5,000. They're gonna want to see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now we finna go back to the Pasha King because he's sitting over here looking lonely. We don't want you looking lonely out there, baby.
I'm here, man. I mean, you
Hey
know I
man,
listen to you, man.
it's all love, bro. Hey man, I gotta say this one thing too, man. I respect every man as a man till he show me otherwise.
Yeah.
That one thing about me. And you, the Pasha King, first time I saw you, I said, yeah, I'll holler at him in real life. That's a real
Yeah.
one right there, to the point where, you know what I'm saying? I'm a very good judge of character.
Yeah.
And the work gonna tell on everybody. I
Look,
say this all the time. You ain't gotta run your mouth that much. We got channels. We want to let the public know what's going on. We
right.
promote our business and what we do and try and show people how to get money and be safe. But at the end of the day, you're a real hustler.
That's all I do. Gotta work. I've been working, man. I've been working since I was probably 13 years old or less, bruh. You know what I mean?
I
So
got my
work,
first
a
job when
little
I was
hard work ain't
13,
nothing.
man.
You know what I mean? Little hard work ain't nothing. You know, I've been working for since ever high school, even before that. But anyway, long story short, man, it's like I'm be honest. When I first started, I don't really watch a lot of YouTube or nothing. And when I first got into this business, I really didn't know nothing about YouTube. I'm old school. I ain't really into this social media stuff like that. You know, my son's the one put me on
You
this.
still be
Long
fighting it
story
now.
short, I'm still right? Like, hey, get away from me, man. Well, I look like the goddamn Kardashian or something, you know. But long story short, right? It's like you start doing this and you really don't know and you really ain't got no guidance, nobody really helping you like that. At least back in my when I started 4.5 years ago, right? So I
Gracious.
started watching some YouTube video. I came across your stuff and I started listening. I was like, yeah, this brother know what he's talking about, especially from the mechanical standpoint. I even remember telling Benny, I was like, I believe that man is a real mechanic. You know what I mean? Because you were talking about the truck and whatnot. You know what I mean? And at the time, I was struggling with one of my trucks, so I was trying to pick up some knowledge right there. And then you got
That's
some other
what's up.
folks out there, man, got a lot of subscribers. You're listening to them, right? And you're like, I do this too, bruh. That's a
Uh-oh.
lot. That's not how that goes.
Uh-oh.
You know what I mean? I make good bread. I'm sure I keep a lot of mine. That's not how that goes. That don't work
That
like
ain't
that.
how that go, is it, bro?
So
That money don't add up like that.
so guess what I did? Unsubscribe. That don't work
Man.
like that. I do this too, and I do it
And
very
that,
well.
and that what the business is, bro. I tell everybody over there on certain people channel, if I just so happen to ease over there on the topic or something and throw my 2 cents in, I don't think I'm screaming, send them to me. Send
That's
them
Mm.
it.
to me. I don't
And
want to hear nothing
and
because
that's what I've
a
been
lie
doing.
ain't shit to be told, bro. A lie ain't
Hey,
shit to
yeah,
be told.
man,
And
you
these
got to go
folks
to the man
selling
with the
their
knowledge.
soul. They
But
selling
I don't
their
heard some
soul for
bullshit
endorsements, man.
and never no disrespect to nobody who ain't got no CDL. Look, at some point, this is the trucking business.
Uh-oh.
We about
Uh-oh.
growth. At some point, you got to try to get your CDL because I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That's where the real money at.
Yeah.
Hot shotting is
Uh-oh.
cool, but at some point, you got to get your CDL. I heard people on there talking about, I would never get a CDL. Like, what? You ain't no
I
trucker.
said it. I said it one time. I did. I
You ain't no
said it
trucker.
one time. You what? I ain't had that trucker mentality. I was like, I'm gonna stay in that pickup truck.
No,
I made shit. I made three hundred
no.
thousand last year by myself. Man, I got to looking at the numbers. I was like, man,
Yeah.
It don't cost shit to put a big rig in the game. That's some elementary shit. A 2021 Ram motor costs
Right.
just as much as a brand new Caterpillar. What the hell are they
But
talking about?
yo, man, you ain't gotta be no rabbit though. You ain't gotta just jump into it if you don't really got it like that. But
Yeah.
Right,
gradually,
right, right, right,
that
right.
should be your goal. You know what I mean? Your goal, whether it's
Your good
5 years or
Peterbilt riding
whatever,
there. Ooh, your good
that should be
Peterbilt
your
riding
goal,
there,
man.
boy. God damn. I won't be like the
Man,
Porsche King I grew up with the flying Peterbilt.
yo,
Now tell everybody that. I'm gonna get me one, bro. I'm on the hunt for it. Boy,
hey,
that sick
look,
is be barking like a bitch.
Haven, man, it's not the truck itself, right? From a business standpoint,
Yeah,
if
it's bad.
you kind of you be like,
It's
maybe
kind of
that's not the
bad.
right truck. Let's go and get a nice Freightliner that's you can find parts really. But dude, man, ever since I got in this game, I love me a Peterbilt, boy.
I don't
I'll be
want nothing
honest with you.
but a Peterbilt. I just
I,
got,
I'm gonna spend
do, do, do.
I'm I'm gonna spend a little extra on the gas if I have to, but I want to go down the
Yeah,
road
yeah,
in a
yeah, yeah,
Peterbilt.
yeah.
Man, the first truck I look at was $12,000, Freightliner, Detroit 60 series. I got a cousin got three of them. He said, "Man, get you a Freightliner with a Detroit engine. You can't go wrong." I said, "Well, he was willing to sell me one of his." I like, man, look here, man. No
You
disrespect,
know
but
what you want. You know what you want.
I want that square nose Peterbilt. The wind's gonna hit it and it's gonna push me back. You're only gonna give me 6 miles a gallon, but I'm gonna feel good driving
It's
down the
gonna be
road.
so sexy in there, Big Daddy.
Yeah.
Ah,
You know what I mean? But don't get me
ah.
wrong, no. You can't be stupid. We're still running the business. After you don't get your truck going, bring on another one or two Freightliner, Cascadia with a Detroit engine or
And
something
see,
it's kind of
I
economy so
did
you
it
can
in
make some money.
reverse. See, I
Yeah,
did
which
it
is
in
okay.
reverse.
Which is okay. Which is okay.
Yeah, I
I
just
needed to get
needed
to it
them to
today.
be there regardless.
You
Like
know what I mean?
I
I
these
don't
couple right here, they blow a motor up. I can
yeah,
I can
I don't
slide
know.
one in there pretty
My
quick.
man, look, I don't know with the way the economy going, man. I don't know if tomorrow promise for nobody. So I let me
Do
get it right
it,
now.
baby.
Yeah.
If you can
Hey,
do
I
it,
got
do
a
it. You know what
sister.
I mean?
Get what? I got a sister-in-law that the CEO of a real estate agency. She a broker and everything in the state of Mississippi called the agency. She'd have been
Okay.
in 2 years and just celebrated $100 million worth of real estate. So we
Yes, sir.
bought like a bitch the other
Yes,
night.
sir.
And get what?
Yeah.
Get what I learned? Get what I learned?
What's that?
One thing about it, you can't do it by yourself. It's a hell of a
Uh,
team involved. And get what? Ain't
that's
no
true.
big eyes and no little you, Big Daddy. Ain't none.
That's
It
true.
just ain't none.
Yeah. That's true.
And I
Don't.
respect it by how y'all be moving.
Yeah.
Neil understand. Even right now, Neil new in the game. Neil understand
Yeah.
that dealing with them brokers is based up on how you talk to them, the
Mhm.
relationship you got, and showing them that you're not slow. You know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
that
sir.
shit break the ice
Yo,
every time.
let me give you a quick story, Haven. Today,
Boom. That's
right?
what I
I
got you
call a
on here
broker.
for, boy.
I call a broker, right? Broker got a load. I can't remember. I saved it on. You can save them on your phone in DAT, right?
Right. Yeah, yeah,
Broker
yeah.
had a load. Let's say it was going from. I'm gonna just make up the because I can't remember exactly where it was. Let's say it was going from Utah to Colorado or Laredo, Texas, whatever it was. The trend says the load pays normally for 30-day trend $3,400 for a full truckload. I called the broker. She said, "Well, it's a partial. It's 30 feet long. My trailer's only 40 feet. To me,
Tighten
yeah,
up,
it's a
Neil.
partial. Yeah, it's a
30 feet
partial.
long partial, Neil.
But you taking up 75% of my trailer. Ain't no goddamn way I'm working for $1 a mile, lady. She trying to
They
give me the
doing that
load
shit
for
all over America.
$1 a mile. 1,100 miles. Want to pay $1 a mile for 30 foot a partial. I said, "Man, look, I've been doing this for far too long. Ain't no way. Very least you're gonna pay me for 3/4 of my trailer. So if the lower normally pays 3,500, you're gonna pay me 3/4 of my trailer. And
That
then
right.
the catch was she don't even factor. So truth be told, I really didn't want the damn load, right? Because I ain't even sure if I might get my money from you. And I even told her that. So long story short, I like, what's the best you can offer? All of a sudden, she went from 1,100 to 2,000. Where the money come from? Why
Mm.
you trying to rob me? Give me
It
my
ain't never
2,000
went
up front.
nowhere. That money sit right there the whole time.
It
Hey,
was.
and please let me interject this one thing. Let me just say this one thing about that money sitting right there. I'm gonna tell y'all this. This from real life experience. I'm telling y'all, I ran almost 1,250 loads solo in less than 4 years by myself. 922,000 miles. I'm gonna tell y'all, I work every single market in America it is to be worked. And I'm gonna tell you this: when they get to talking about ain't enough money in it, you got to think about all the people that called in and took the bullshit rate. How much money that added up to be? They can always give you more money.
Yep.
Always. I don't care what the customer say. If the broker's job is to move it and they're gonna make what they're gonna make, volume rules all this. If they let yours sit, let the next one sit, let the next one sit, let the next one sit by 50 to 100, $200. Get what? They're going out of business. They got the money.
Yeah. Yeah.
They got the damn money. I don't like that game.
Imagine the rookie that came behind me and took that shit. So guess what they're gonna do next week when they got the same load?
Post it for what they took it for and try to get another fool to come bump their head one more time.
There you go.
That do
You're
it
gonna be out of
time.
business. You're gonna be out of business.
That's why I told y'all
that dollar a mile bullshit don't work.
Don't start nothing you can't keep up. If you can't do that every day and make money, don't start that shit, because these brokers are looking at you. When you give them the MC number, they're going to look at what you've been running, what you've been charged, and they're going to know if you're a chump or not, plain and simple.
There you go. Every time.
That just happened to me. That just happened to me recently, man. Tried to book a load going out to Florida. Yeah. So I tried to book a load going out to Florida, man. The miles about 500 miles. We'll say about 500 miles what it is.
Georgia?
Yeah, and I've been running down there, middle of Georgia. I've been running down there to Florida, getting about 1,000 to 1,500 in that range for what I'm doing. So
on a non-CDL Hotshot,
non-CDL
rated, probably 6,000-7,000 pounds on a parcel. Yeah. Okay, $2 a
like
mile.
That.
That's a good parcel.
Yeah. So look, I get a broker the other day. I call him about a load going onto the same area I've been running, so I know what the rate's going for around there. So same amount of miles, but he want to charge about $700 for it. I said, okay, well now we got to have the money a little bit built on that if you want me to run it down there. So we talking a little bit, like, man, the most I can do is $700. It's a partial, but he wanted their next day on a partial. So I talked to him, like, man, I can do it for $1,000. He didn't want to budge off of that. His comment to me was okay, man, I guess I have to get one of these new guys to run it down there. I know they'll run it down there. That is the problem right there. A lot of people getting in this game and taking cheap freight and not knowing what's going on, or don't know the cost of operation, and it's driving the industry down. As an individual, I can understand where they're coming from sometimes. Yeah. But as a whole, that's going to hurt you in the long run. You can't take the cheap freight. It's going to mess everybody up. And that's what I'm seeing in the game right now. I did hit before I take it.
Yeah, man. You got to be patient, man. And you know what's amazing is when you bypass that cheap freight, you let that sucker stay on the board for somebody else to get it, or don't get it. If nobody gets it, guess what? It's gonna go up.
Yeah, right? They got to.
And from a personal standpoint, if you don't take that cheap freight, as soon as you don't take that, maybe wait around 30 minutes to 45 minutes, here comes a better load for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gotta be patient.
The same broker call you back and be like, man, we found some more money. Oh,
there you go.
Yeah, where was it at for you?
Hey, we got a backstage guest finna come in now, the beef from the east, the Caucasian meat. All my mouth represent for the non-CDL Hotshot guy that really be turning it up. Hey, man, Pasha King. Well, we call him the short hop king. Short hop. Man, what's going on? What you know, Joe?
What's up? I'm glad you put me in the middle. We needed a little cream filling in there.
That's more of your shit going on. Hey, you retarded. I love you for that, bro. I ain't gonna even lie, man. You a real one too. That's why I say I ain't finna sugarcoat nothing. This is the tell it like it is or don't say shit series right here, Big Daddy. So
what's going on, y'all?
Introduce yourself to some. You know,
All
we
good, all
got
good.
Pop in here, the Pasha King. We got Neil, that one of my 1 hour consultation people that have brought it all the way out. Got basically your same setup in a 21 with a big text behind it doing his
Yep.
thing. So he been talking about his stuff. So I want you to introduce yourself, bro, since you new on the live. Everybody might not know you, and just tell them what you do. Cause this boy right here, I call him the beast from the east, the Caucasian me. I ain't seen nobody over there on that East Coast that move a non-CDL hot shot like this dude move that hot shot. Tell them about yourself, son.
Yeah, you see my rate confirmations. You know it's real.
Ooh, they deadly. They deadly. I like them. They look like my rate confirmation. You ain't pulling shit. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, here I am. Neil, I haven't met you yet. I've been on here a couple times live. I run the Northeast, primarily the Mississippi East, North Carolina up to New York, basically that circle all the way over to Michigan, basically where all the hot freight is as far as I'm concerned. I don't go cross country. I stay in that circle. As a non-CDL, it's just best for me. That's where I keep my $1,000 a day average. You know, if I go outside of that circle, it's a little tough. So I just do non-CDL. I'll be getting my CDL next month. I'm home on break now, just chilling. I was out 5 weeks. And I remember last time Hotshot Haven did 5 weeks, he called me. He's like, man, after that 5 weeks, I felt sick. And I'm going through that. Yeah, when I pulled in this time, I was like, man, my head was in a fog. I was out of it for a couple days, man.
Yeah, man. That's one of the biggest things I can tell people, boy. Health is wealth. Health is wealth. You can't spend the money if you ain't here to spend it. So you
Yeah,
know one thing about it, you gotta get efficient with time, just like you have and everybody else on this screen have and are learning to get efficient with time so you can get the most done in the least amount of time for the more money and get your ass back to the house.
yep.
Yes,
So
sir.
I'll be
That's
home
the
until
objective. Bring the money home.
I'll be home until Tuesday, and then I'm gonna run straight to Thanksgiving. So it'll be 6 weeks
Yeah,
next time.
man. This dude ain't got no chill, y'all. I
Yeah.
swear to God, this man got no chill, bro. I'm like, this dude stay out 120 something days. The shit retarded to me. I don't know, but he get too much money.
Yeah, because see, when Benny's dad was telling his numbers, his 240 his first year, I did 210 my first year in a non-CDL hotshot, and I thought that was really good. So,
Yeah.
Man, I
but
did like 340 on there.
yeah, but it requires you to stay out, and a lot of these guys have it confused. You know, they get on here and watch videos, and they think they're just going to come out here and everything's just going to stack up, and it doesn't work like that, man. I'm on year
Boy,
2, and
appreciate the
I'm
super
just
chat, bro. William.
Yeah.
My bad, bro.
I can't see any of that.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Go ahead, Matter. Tell that story.
Where was I at?
A lot of people come out here and thinking
Oh
that they
yeah, a
can
lot of
just,
people come out here and think, it's just putting loads on a trailer and oh, it looks easy, I can do that, and it ends in disaster. I know quite a few stories that have ended in disaster like that. It is so much more than that, man. It is operating a business. It is keeping people safe on the highway. It is load securement. It is, I'm telling you right now, if you can't handle an 8-hour day at a normal job, do not come out here. Do not come out here.
It's not a 9 to 5.
Facts. Big
Not a 9 to 5.
Yeah, but that's about it, man. I'm gonna stay my ass up here in the Northeast, Midwest region, and that's it. I do what works for me over and over and over. When I first got into it, it was the same thing for me, Partial King. There was only really 2 people that were on YouTube really doing it. We know who the one guy is, got 1 million followers, whatever, and then you got the Hotshot Haven, right? And so when I first started, I slowly started to realize real quick whose story was real and whose story was fake, what was real about this industry, what was fake about this industry. And let me tell you, I copied this game all the way down to the damn trailer, right? So I copied this game. It was successful for me. I drove all the way down to Mississippi to personally thank him for the information he gave me. So to me, he's number one. right now.
Man, I'm just hustling. I appreciate you though, man. And it was great having you down there for that 4th of July holiday, man. It was awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I could agree with you, man. I mean, I just want the truth. And if I'm catching you lying to me,
Yep. It's over.
unsubscribe.
Man,
Yeah.
you ain't got but one time to lie to me
That's it.
in life. I ain't talking about on
Yeah,
YouTube. In life.
man.
Yeah.
Because I do this too. I do
Hey,
this
I got
too.
a
And what you
question. I
saying
got
is
a
some
question for
bullshit.
you,
Go ahead.
Partial King. There was a video. I think it was posted today. I don't know. My days blend together.
Yeah.
There's a guy called Holland Cash who I follow. He's actually on this live right now. And
Okay.
he brought up a good point in the
Holland.
video. And I mean, I've always wondered this, but I don't do partials. I focus on dedicated runs that got to be there like now.
Yeah.
So he posted a video about full truckloads and partials and having both on the trailer at one time and it being an insurance problem. How do you do that? Do you mix partials with TLs or do you just
Well,
do partials?
I just do partials.
Okay.
I mean, if I have a dedicated freight that needs to go, you better be paying some good ass money and I'll go. But
Yeah.
other than that, I would take 2 days to load my trailer up with $3,000-4,000. So when I drop it off 1,000 miles or less, I'm dropping $3,000-4,000. I do
Right.
that coming back home. I don't
But
make
my
6-8
question
grand.
is, how many of those loads on the trailer are actually listed as a partial on the
All of them.
load? All of them?
All of them.
Okay.
All I do is hunt for partials.
Yep.
I don't hunt
Question to
for
ask.
full truckloads. I don't hunt for dedicated load because dedicated load, honestly, you're not going to make the same money. I mean, you might run a dedicated load, one pick, one drop. Let's say $3,000 going, I don't know, 700-800 miles, and it might take me 2 days to put 4,000, 4,500, even more sometimes, up to 7,000 sometimes on the trailer going one way. I'll
Mm-hmm.
take the one way 7,000 every day because my quota is 6 grand a week. I do that most times going up. I might do
Yep.
4 going up, or a minimum I would do going up is 2,500, going 1,000 miles or less.
Okay.
You do that twice a week, and you know damn well the way you run, I almost run almost the same way. But I started in Georgia, and if you could make that circle and be back home, you can do 5, minimum 5. I said
Yeah.
the least you should do, even on a bad week, the least you should do, even on a bad week, $4,000.
Yeah, that's about where I'm at, between 4 and 5 a week, but I only do short runs, 200 miles,
Right.
300 miles, maximum 500 miles. So
Okay.
I
But you,
focus on the dedicated runs that are
yeah,
short, that can get me my $1,000 a day average, which I do very well with. As a Hotshot Haven will tell you, I don't miss, man. Like it's actually, it's kind of unbelievable sometimes. Like even I look at it and go, how the hell did I pull that off? You know, like
yeah. But yeah, it's tough because I'm dispatching a non-CDL. He got a 33-foot.
You
I'm
see,
the odds,
you
man.
see the shit. You get to see it.
it's tough.
Yo, it's tough. It's tough. It's
Yeah.
tough. I got to trade. I can't work the same strategy with him the way I do mine. Because like I
Yep.
said, I might take 2 days to put 4 grand on the trailer,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I'm gone 1,000 miles or less, right? So if I take 2 days, maybe day number 3, I'm dropping off. Let me give you in a nutshell. Let me give you the whole tea.
Break it down.
Thursday and Friday, I'm loading up my trailer. I'm home with the family Friday night, Saturday, Sunday morning,
Ooh,
early,
hot
6 o'clock. I'm taking off. I could be down there 1,000 miles in a day and a half.
Mm-hmm.
600 miles,
Hot
700 miles the first day. The next day you do another 2, 3, and you're there. You're dropping off 4 grand, minimum 25 if you're trying to go and you can't wait. So you're dropping off 4 grand on Monday. Worst case, Tuesday you're still unloading your trailer, but you pick it up. Come Tuesday, you reload it. Tuesday, Wednesday, you reload it. I'm 1,000 miles or less. Come Friday, dropping off another 4, 3 to
Okay.
4. That's it. And if I'm lucky, I reload Friday with whatever I can get to go back to Georgia, and I drop it off Monday. And back in the day, back in the day
Yeah.
when me and Betty was together, yeah,
Oh yeah.
we'll
Oh
take
yeah. I'm
off a couple
fucking
of
with it.
days, and do it again. And if I'm not running after the money, I would drop off Monday, take off Tuesday, Wednesday, do it all over again.
Right.
So I'm not even working.
That boy
I'm
drops
not even
cash
working
all the
every day.
time, y'all.
You know, I'm not working every. That's what I'm saying. Really, we only work about 9 months out of the year. Cause we
Yeah.
home a lot. You know, it could be done. It's being done. I see
Oh,
y'all out there
absolutely.
doing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But
But
I
with,
tell you one thing, man. I hate the West Coast, yo. I'm not
yeah,
doing West Coast, man. I'm not doing $1 a mile, $1.80 a mile. I can't do it.
no, that's
Can't
why
do
I
it. I
stay in
need
that
mine.
circle.
Yeah,
Hey
can't do it.
man, hey, you came on this line all my metal and basically draw a circle around the map we were talking about for him. So there's a nugget now. Y'all go back out to this and you say he say he run well and he always do the 1,000 that he trying to do over a week. He look at it, he did it 5 or better. But he say he was running that. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh.
Hey, look, I can't pick up all the money. That's why we have the YouTube channel. At first, when Benny started the YouTube channel, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, man, look, man, it took me a year to learn this, man. I ain't trying to tell everybody what I do.
Yep.
But then it's like, okay, if I could show you what I do, how I do it, maybe I could help a lot of people not do it the wrong way.
Yeah.
And
That's
then
why
we
I go
all could be, if we all trying to get $3 a mile, $2 a mile, and you know, when you're running partials, the minimum I would take for a partial is $1.50.
Hmm.
All right. And I'm not, like I said, all of them don't go 1,000 miles, but I'm saying that's my range. You
so
know, I might take $1.50 from Georgia to Ohio. That's only like 500 miles.
so
You know,
you
and when I say it's
hold up,
small
hold
now,
up, hold up.
it's
You
small,
you
Haven.
you learn how to divide a trailer evenly, and you still want what you
Man,
want
look,
regardless.
you know why I said $4,000? Because I got a 40 footer, right? So every
Hey
10 foot on
man,
my
man,
trailer
That's
you
right.
hustling more
is a
That's
than
right.
thousand
anything.
dollars,
I
right?
swear to God.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Every 10 foot is $1,000 for me. That's what I'm looking at.
Yep.
Half of my
Do
trailer is
it,
2 grand,
baby.
and I'm looking for more than two. So if you're gonna take up all my trailer, I need 4,000. If you're gonna take half, I need half of that, 2,000.
Yeah.
That's really my philosophy on it.
Yeah. Hey, I got something to bring up that's been dawning on me over and over as I meet new hot shots on the road. And you
Drop it
would
on
be
us, baby.
surprised how many people have no idea what non-trucking liability and physical damage coverage is. So I say to them, you don't know what that is? So you're running on a personal policy. So you got your commercial liability through your carrier, but you don't have non-trucking liability and physical damage coverage. Do you know that if you get in an accident right now, you are screwed? You're not getting anything.
They not gonna
Listen,
pay
I
for
mean,
your truck. I swear for God, they ain't.
no, it's probably 6 in 10 hot shots I talk to don't even know what it is, never heard of it.
yeah,
Hey, and get what? Them the one that be talking about, man. I got my insurance ain't that much, man. I came
Yep.
in my insurance like 800 a month. You know what I'm saying? But get what? They gonna fix everybody's shit but yours,
yes, sir.
Yep.
but
Mhm.
yours. They
I
gonna
mean, if you
cover
got a note, you need
liability.
a physical. You know,
Oh, if
if you
you
got a
got a
note,
note and
you
You
better
got to
get a
know.
you
physical.
ain't boy, hey, let me educate one thing. I'm gonna put a little term out there that y'all will learn if y'all be out here in this trucking game long enough. In life, really, it's called a loss payee. In the event of a loss, if you still owe money on that piece of equipment, truck, trailer, whatever, them folk want their money in full immediately. When the loss occurred, they do not expect you to pay for that piece of equipment no more because it's gone. They want their money today,
Yes, sir.
all of it.
Yep.
I'm done. That was good enough. All of it.
Hey,
Yeah.
what are you seeing on those rates out there, man? The rates good, bad? Well, what are they right now?
Who that
Right
question
now, it's
for?
great. Like I said, man, it's been good for me. I did 6,200 on my last of the 5 weeks out. Usually it's between 4 and 5 to be realistic, but my last week out was 6,200. So if that has any direct correlation with what's going on, it's good for me. But we have established relationships, man. That's the thing. Like most of the stuff we see doesn't even touch the board, bro. It's like,
Never.
yeah, and if it does, it's because I'm in an area and I got to get out and I need to use that board. But most of the time, it's established relationships that keep me at my average.
That's pretty much the same. I mean,
Yep.
if I go to Wisconsin, I know I got some favorite brokers up there. I'm calling you a day before I get there. Hey, what you
Yep.
got coming out of Wisconsin? And I'm getting it before it get put on the board.
Yep.
You know.
That's why
And
I
I'll be
ran
honest with you,
more than
man. I
six
got one
states, big
broker,
man.
right? I got one broker in Wisconsin. I see the load on the board, 1,400 going from Wisconsin. I'm gonna say the county or the city or whatever. Wausau, Wisconsin. It's like a little military load, right? But it's not
Yep.
really military. And that will be going to Connecticut. She got it on it for 1,400. I call her up. I see you got a load on the board for 1,400. 1A1 transport. What's the most you can pay on that load? 2,200. Let's go. Just like that.
Just like that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't
2,200.
even have to
Yeah.
negotiate.
Nope.
And
But she looking for a sucker. I mean, don't get
Yeah.
me wrong. They in a business to make money too.
Yep.
She looking for a sucker to take it for 1,400.
Yep.
Not
hey,
1A1 transport.
I'm
Yep.
gonna tell you what the bigger phenomenon to be, and one of the main reasons I made this channel to bring it to you. A lot of folks think YouTube just really for money, views, and all that, but I know the people on here, especially you, Pop. This here is personal. It's about helping some people. But one thing about it, I tell a lot of people, they say, "Man, I appreciate all the stuff you be telling me and all the stuff
Yeah.
you be dropping and yada yada yada." But get what? I'm helping you to help me.
To
Cause
help me. There you go.
the
That's it.
more
Yep.
people that
That's it.
understand what I understand and what Benny
That's it.
understand, what Hotshot Daddy understand, what all
Yep.
my metal understand, what Neil starting to understand, more people understand what we understand. You don't have them type of problem with them rates
Yeah.
because ain't nobody taking it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
To add to your story, right, Haven, when I had a regular job, right, I knew everybody. I used to work in a production facility, right? I knew everybody's job better than they knew it. But it was my job to train you to make sure you know it. Guess what? If I could do that, train everybody, I end up not doing nothing for the last 10 years of my career, man. I used to sit in my car for 4 hours sometimes. Supervisor tell me, look, man, something go wrong and I can't figure it out. I'll call you. Get out of here. I don't want to see you on the production line. I'm gone.
Yep.
I literally made $80,000 a year doing nothing. Sometimes I felt guilty, but I
Hey,
earned that.
pay your due, baby.
I earned that. Yeah. And then it made my job easier. The same philosophy that you just said. If you could teach people to do it the right way, it makes your job easier. I ain't got to negotiate no dollar a mile bullshit that you got on the board because you got to put the right price up there.
They don't even come like that.
Nope.
And when they see your name pop up, when you give them your
Oh,
NC
yeah.
number, they know not to come like
Yeah.
that. Put some
Don't do
respect
it.
on my goddamn name.
Don't do it. Yeah, so put some respect on it, man. Give me the right number.
That's
Because
right. And I
9.9
just
times out of 10, there's more money in every load. I don't
every
care what
load.
number they
Yeah.
put on the load board, there's more money in it.
Look.
Hey, go ahead.
It's very, very simple. If you don't think that there's more money in the load, go look at C.H. Robinson's profits for this year.
Whew.
You tell me there ain't no more money in that load?
Yes, they're getting it.
And then
They're
before
getting
you
it.
got on here, all my metal, I just explained. Shit, if they got 10 loads and get the 10 people to take their load for $100 cheaper, they made $3,000. So when you call and ask them for another $200, damn sure right, they got it. Don't worry about
Yes,
that.
sir.
They got it. They just gonna try and get you to just bow to their will. And they know one thing. I tell them, I hope that you get that move somewhere around that price. I can't do that. I appreciate you calling and reaching out, but you have a great day because I don't move like that. I'll holler at y'all.
Yeah. Shit.
Yep.
I negotiate so hard, I give money back sometimes, right? And when I say I
Yeah.
give money back, like he had a load in Laredo, Texas, picking up next week Monday. 40, I think it's 48.50. I like, dude, you almost at 5,000. Let me get the 5,000. You know what I mean? He said, man, I ain't got nothing left in it. I tell you what, I give you $50. I'm like, nah, man, go ahead and keep your $50.
Yep.
You know,
I do the
because
same
that's
thing.
all,
Yep.
you know what I mean?
Man,
Because
I'd
he
have had
really
to do
sounds
that
sincere.
too, bro.
Go ahead and keep your $50, man.
Hey, hey, it was before Cash App was just popping. He was like, man, I'll send you a gift card in the mail. I was like, man, you ain't got to do all that, bro.
You know what? I mean, I did it because I believed him. He was sincere in what he was saying. It was a good rate to
Yeah,
begin
you
with.
know when
I
they
can't
bring
Yep.
argue with that. So I said, Jordan, keep your $50, man. But that's how you build a relationship. Next time I
Yeah,
call in,
Yeah.
you hear my name,
yeah. It's
and we
not
were
worth.
laughing about it.
It's not
Next
worth
time, I
risking
got
the
him.
relationship over
Nah, it's
$50.
not.
You know.
Nope,
No.
not
Yep.
at all.
Hey,
Not at all.
and one thing I gotta say, because brokers get a real messed up name in the industry about a lot of stuff. I want everybody on this line to shake your head, yes or no, if you understand that the broker care relationship is a cooperative relationship. You
That
need
it
me,
is.
I need you, and we gonna come in the middle somewhere so everybody be happy. But I refuse to let you fuck me.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yes.
Oh, I know
Yep.
what I want. Before I forget, this is for Neil, right? Because he had that problem in the truck stop parking lot.
Yep.
Now, I have an argument with my buddy who is also a non-CDL hotshot, and he just had his truck destroyed at the truck stop parking lot after I told him, man, you're in a hot shot. You really shouldn't be in there because this is what's going to happen at some point. Maybe not today, maybe not next week, but it will happen. So basically what I do is I park at Cracker Barrel in the summertime and I park at Planet Fitness in the wintertime because in the wintertime, I can't use my outdoor shower. I have an outdoor shower that I use in the summertime.
Okay.
So if you want to stay away from truck stops, use Planet Fitness in the wintertime because they got your shower inside.
It's your
And in the
membership.
summertime, use something like Cracker Barrel because Cracker Barrel has truck and bus parking. And
Right.
so that's where you'll find me. And, you know, there's a lot of Cracker Barrels. You'd be surprised. They're right off
Yeah.
the highway, just like truck stops. They got plenty of parking and there's food there. So, you know, that's
See
what I
that?
do
You
to
see
stay
that?
away from truck stops. You will not catch me at a truck stop
Hey,
I
unless
told
it's
you
an
he would be from
Haven,
the
emergency.
east,
look.
y'all. I
Most
told you
definitely
he would
take
be
that.
from the east, bro.
Yeah.
I told you.
Yeah.
This
Haven,
dude to be from the east, man.
look, man. I've been doing this for almost 5 years. You learn something every day. I just learned something.
Yep.
I didn't know that. No,
Yep.
I do the Planet Fitness because I just joined up with the gym. So
Yep.
I just started doing that,
Go
but
on,
I
get
didn't know the
sexy
Cracker
for
Barrel.
him, baby. Go on, do
All right.
it. Yeah,
So
go
Yeah,
on,
you're not
get sexy.
chances
look,
are,
man.
if you're using
You're
Planet
not too
Fitness at
old.
night, you'll bump into
Oh,
me because I'm all
and
over the
yeah.
same roads you are.
Oh man, and get a shower while you're at it.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, and a
A
massage
nice
table.
And a
shower.
massage table.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
And
yeah.
get
They
back
got
in shape because sitting in this truck, man, you start looking like that little thing they got on Men in Black.
yep.
All of a sudden you start getting a beer belly. Like I don't drink beer, but
Well,
you
you know
sit
what
in the same position all day.
bro? You know what I do during the summer to stay out of the truck?
What's that?
I got a 19-inch flat screen that is magnetized to my trailer, so I use
Oh
the
wow.
deck of my trailer to chill on at night.
Right. Okay.
And I got a nice big TV, YouTube, Hotshot Benny and
Yeah,
his
yeah, yeah.
dad, all that.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that's
Oh,
what's
he
up.
be kicking.
You
yeah,
He
Talk about
yeah,
a
you
really
live
setup.
be
by that.
kicking.
yeah.
Oh
That
man.
man got a hot shower on his a hot shower. Listen to me, good man got a hot fucking
Propane.
shower.
Yeah. I heard
Propane.
that. Last
Yeah.
time you had a live when the other fella went live, the same time you went live, I heard you talking about that.
Clown shit. Clown shit.
So, yo, hey
I got
man,
to check
that's
out
what
that
I
setup
ended
all
up
now,
making a
y'all.
video about it. I ended
Hey,
up
that's a
making a
hating
video
ass
about it.
shit,
They're like,
wasn't it, bro?
you little dirty son of a bitch.
That's
Why
a
would you
hating
go
ass shit,
live
ain't it,
right
man?
now?
Lame
Look,
man, dude.
look,
That
what
dude
I've
lame as a
noticed,
motherfucker.
what I noticed to stay comfortable out on that road, the shower is very important to me for some reason. It just like takes
Yeah,
the chill out of me. It makes you feel human, right?
Yep.
right.
So that's what allows me to stay out for so long. I'm totally isolated from truck stops. You know, I don't need that. I go to Dollar General, load up my cooler. I stop at Cracker Barrel, get my food, and that's it. I'm by myself. When I tell you I'm by myself for 5
Yeah,
straight weeks, I am by
For
myself
real.
for 5
It's
straight weeks.
scary. It's scary. That's hey man,
speak
that
on it,
man be
man.
on
Speak on it.
oh man,
Speak
that
on
man
it.
be on PC and I ain't talking about personal
Look,
conveyance.
Like I said, after week 4, you start feeling like crazy for real. Like you start going through this, like where you just got to get out of the truck for a little while. Even though
right.
you know you
Emotional.
can keep
Yes.
going, it just ain't worth it, you know?
I
Yeah.
do that shit 1.5 weeks and feel like, man, I'm in jail. I used to come
Yeah.
home every weekend because I was playing in church. I playing organs and stuff all over the town. So I had to be at home on Sunday. But bro, I stay out 2-3 weeks in a row, man. I be almost like I been in the penitentiary when I get home.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shit.
I think I heard you say that in a video you had, Haven. Um, man, if you can't drive 8 hours in your personal vehicle, Don't come out here.
Please don't do
Don't
that.
don't 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 invest your whole livelihood, everything your family got to get a truck and a trailer because you see a video. People say they're making $5,000-6,000 a week
That's right.
because
Man,
it's a job,
and
man. You got to drive. You got to drive.
and you're gonna miss a lot of stuff at home that's happening that
Yeah.
you might not want to miss. But then check this out too. If you the type of person, because this a career, this a lifestyle for people that are willing to be responsible when no one else is willing to be responsible. The type
Mhm.
of people that will make the hardest fucking phone calls that you gotta make in this industry and tell these people that you're not gonna be there. Something happened to their product. Hey man, I'm out here, I'm lost. I don't know. Some people won't make those type of calls and those type of situations be what they're supposed to be because they're not responsible. If you know for a fact, I'm talking to everybody on this live, if you know for a fact that you have never fully committed to anything, a woman, a job, or nothing, you ain't never saw nothing all the way through to the end. This way you got to be honest with yourself and say, man, I think I need to stay at work where this stuff is directly basically give it to me every day. They tell me what to do. I do it. I go home. If
Yep.
you know that you're not the type of person that sees something through all the way to the end, please don't come out here and spend $100,000 and fuck my life up. Don't do it, because you're going to come out here take the trash because your overhead ain't right. You're trying to cheat the system. I tell everybody in this game, ain't no elevator to the top. You got to take the goddamn stairs.
Yeah.
And there ain't no cheating either.
Yeah, ain't no
That's right.
and I had to tell some people in some 1 hour consultation, this is a black and white game. Ain't nothing gray about what's in that FMCSA handbook. Ain't nothing gray about what's about that log book. Ain't nothing gray about what the shipper got on the document when they say target. God damn it, they said target. You agreed to take it for what you agreed. Tarp they shit.
Stop this shit.
Do
That's
what you're
it.
supposed to do out here, even when ain't nobody watching. That's what gonna make you last out here, being
Yep, man.
responsible for when nobody else will be responsible. And it's all on you. Will you do it? Even when it hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even when you don't want to make that phone call. Even I'm talking about they killing you because you know this shit cost you so much money when you make that phone call. You gotta
Hmm.
make it. You gotta make it, man.
That's what's up.
Slide on through. Neil. You've been mighty quiet over there, Neil. I know you're taking up some game over there. I'm
Like
gonna
a sponge, bro.
reintroduce everybody on this line. Let me reintroduce my guys on here. I ain't gonna lie, man. This a hell of a hard hitting little live right here. You got the Hotshot Haven over here. We got the Pasha King, aka Hotshot Bennett Daddy, one of the hardest hustling dudes I've seen. We got All My Melody, the Caucasian me, the goddamn beef from the East. Hey,
Yes,
for
sir.
real, man. Man, that's a bad dude, man. I ain't lying. That's a bad dude because he making the money. See, that what let me quantify who really hustle. Cause a lot of folks say stuff out their mouth. We know about number. We know how money add up. We know about the expenses. All us on the line right now know about what this stuff costs, what be made, and who really bringing some money home. Now, for this young man over here, all my mouth, to slide across almost $250,000 growth on non-CDL high shot, I
Yes,
really
sir.
want to see y'all can get y'all folk that drive semis on here that's in the lab right now. How many of y'all did it?
Mm.
True that. True that.
See, I do my taxes with a bunch of truckers. I do
Yeah.
my taxes with a bunch of truckers. How many of y'all did that? How many of y'all can say y'all did that and y'all still got 5 miles to the gallon in that big rig while he was getting 13 in that high shot? Who took my home the more money?
Yes, sir.
That's simple
And that
economic right there. Who say they did? I want somebody to throw their hand up. I made $250,000 big motherfucker. I'm gonna make 480 at the least this year.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Moving like I move, and then you come on here, you be on live too, like how should I be the daddy? You be on live too, like all my matter.
Yep.
I invite you in. All I say, make $250,000 on non-CDL. How should I come holler at me? Come holler at
Shit.
me.
You did even better than that. You did more than 210 your first year,
Yeah, I
didn't
did
you?
340. I did 340, but get what? That ain't normal. That ain't regular. And
Yeah.
I'm
No,
gonna
no, I
tell
know.
y'all the truth. The 340 I know some stuff a lot of folks don't know that I don't put in the line, and you got to spend $100 for a consultation to get that type of knowledge. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
never tell you.
Yes,
I ain't gonna
sir.
never tell nobody.
Yes, sir.
You had to pay to get that. I can tell you how I did it.
Yeah.
And it was a hell of a vibe work involved. Ain't no cheat scapegoat type shit going on. But boy, that show gonna cost you $100. $ JBUTLEI 357 if you knows it. Ain't
Hey,
no
guess what
bullshit.
happened?
Yeah.
Guess what happened today?
What's that?
So I go to my trailer connect, you know who I'm talking about. I pick up my axles. Now, you know just as well as I do, because, you know, I keep replacement parts. So I go pick up these spare axles to put in the garage just in case. Man, don't you know them AK axles have a camber in them and we got a straight axle? You heard what I said, right? You and I.
Whoa!
Yeah, you and I with that Gator trailer have straight axles. They gave me cambered.
Is the tube the same thickness? Cause that's
Yeah.
a 7K attribute right there. Or arch axle. That stops
No.
on the 8K most of the time.
Yeah, but what I found out, I called Dexter, is you could spec it any way you want. It's pure preference, right? I did not know that, so I kept the axles. But yeah,
Do they
I
line
looked
up
at them.
with the spring purchase like they supposed to?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So
everything.
that's all that mattered then. We just needed
Yeah.
enough money there and spending.
I looked at them axles. I said, bro, that ain't right. I got straight axles. I know for a fact. And he tried to tell me, he's like, all axles are cambered. I'm like, look, man, 8K axles are not.
A 10K axle ain't cambered. A 12K ain't got no camber to it. The axle straight as it can be up under that trailer. What is he talking
Yeah.
about?
So I guess my question.
Mr. Pop, you know one thing
Yeah.
about it. That axle up under that big tech straight as hell. Ain't no
Straight as
curve in
hell,
the
like
top
an
of that.
arrow.
Just like a
Like an
semi
arrow.
axle. Now what your question is? Oh my man, I ain't mean to cut y'all, bro.
I was just wondering, it would still work, right? I mean, just because it's cambered and or not.
Nah, it'll still work. The only thing about it is when you get a cambered axle from the beginning, the axle is cambered, which will have you with with positive camber on the tire, which means the top of the tire will sit out farther than the bottom of the tire until you load the trailer. When you load the trailer, the arch gonna flatten out on the axle. It's gonna be just like a straight axle, and your tires will go from having the top pointed out a little bit to exactly straight up and down. And if you overload it, they'll go negative camber where it riding on the inside of the tire. You know, but like I said, a camber axle, like I said, it's positive camber on the tire when it's unloaded. So the top of the tire sticks up and the bottom of the tire goes in some. Kind of like an old low rider when they jack them up, the top of the tire be sitting out and the bottom be sitting in. As a verse to once you overload the trailer, the top of the tire be sitting in and the bottom be out because it's bow legged. You feel me?
Yeah.
So to counteract that, they arch the axle. They put a little bit of positive camber in the tire for when it's unloaded. When you put the weight on there, the axle actually straightens out.
Yeah, no, I know that, but I'm just wondering if with Gator, being that Gator used a 8K straight axle and I put a cambered axle in there, only thing I have to really worry about, I would say, is maybe some irregular tire wear if I drove unloaded all the time. But you know damn well,
Right.
I ain't unloaded.
No, ain't no way. Ain't no way. But yeah, that really ain't no serious concern, bro. Because like I said, it all maxes. And to be honest with you, the weight of your trailer might have those tires sitting straight anyway. Cause the Gator don't make no. Gator make a tank. I don't know what they talk, man. Gator don't make a light nothing. Hey man, I'm telling you, if you ain't got no specific customer non-CDL, you running 2-4 lifts at a time, heavy shit like that, go get your big text or PJ or something like that. Cause if you're looking for lightweight, Gator don't do that. We spend our money for a tank.
Bro, that trailer weighs just about 8,000 pounds with
What?
cargo securement. Oh yeah.
Yeah. It real pop. I'm talking about you put that 9,000 pound forklift dead center of it, do not sag.
Nope.
Yes, sir. That's as much as my trailer weight, my 40-foot 22 GN.
Yep.
Mine's 8,500 pounds.
Yes,
bone dry, empty. Jeez,
yeah, it weighs about 8,000 pounds. It's got 17.5 commercial tires, 16 ply tires, 8K axles. It's a heavy duty setup. So
yeah,
what I did,
fully optioned out.
It's a 20K rated trailer that I derated to 12 to match the dually.
Okay.
So when I go take my road test next month, I'm going to raise it back up to the 20K and run that for a little bit.
Okay.
Because with
Hey,
mine,
man. Hey, yo, man, these trailer prices are getting ridiculous out here, man.
and that's why I got a whole, and that's why I got a whole garage full of them.
What? Man,
That's why I
prices
got a
are
whole
crazy.
garage full of them, because I knew that this was coming. So I started ordering. As Hotshot Haven, I've been ordering parts
Yeah,
since last year.
man.
Because
yeah,
here,
that
check it
man
out,
got
right?
more accident than the axle store right now.
Yeah, because the thing is, right, like, like I tell guys and everybody that's learning, including myself, at the end of the year, you're going to give it away one way. You're either going to have a huge tax liability or you're
Oh
going
yeah,
to reinvest that money back into your
reinvest it.
business. So
Yeah,
that's one of the
reinvest it.
ways that I do it.
That's it. Yeah, I mean, I pay my taxes, man, but I don't want to give no more than I have to.
Right.
So yeah, I'm buying equipment. I'm buying parts.
Yeah.
I'm reinvesting. That's what you got to do. Take that profit that you made and stick it back in the business.
Yeah.
Keep it
Especially if
going.
you're on year
Hey,
1 or 2, because they don't
Yeah,
expect you to show a profit to year 3. So
right.
no,
have fun with it year 1 and 2.
Yes, sir.
that
Exactly.
right.
Exactly.
And on another note about that tax liability, you know what I'm saying? I always encourage people to always be mindful of the business, put the business first. I ain't gonna say before your family,
Hmm.
but I always put the business first when it comes to you and the business. At the end of the day, if the Lord bless you to get up tomorrow and the sun come up, you gonna be all right. But the business
Yes,
ain't
sir.
the same. You gotta pay special attention to this stuff, cause for the first few years, that gonna be your baby. It might be your baby till you get through it, but you got to babysit that baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's not a set it and forget it type of thing. And with the tax liability that go along with all this stuff, you gotta. I'm telling y'all, you gotta consider equipment and options and things like that. For low securement, all the technology you can have, the right GPS, and so much stuff you can buy to make your life easier. That is all tax deductible. And at the end of the day, like all my amount said, either you're gonna give it to them or you're gonna put it into your own. And one thing about it, I'd rather see my money sitting out there 379 Peterbilt than to be up
Yeah.
in the air in Washington D.C. somewhere where they tricking out money like it ain't no more gonna get printed no more. They tricking it out. They ain't gonna trick my money out. They
Yep.
trick it
Yeah.
off. They trick it off. The American government is tricking off right now to the point where they
Yep.
some tricks. Some of them, sometimes they calling in due on some of them, them loans that went out there.
Yeah.
You see all these lists of PPP recipients and all this shit, people going to jail and all that old good shit like that. But one thing I say, when they were tricking, they was tricking. So there's a whole lot of folk got that money that really didn't need that money. Get what? I hope you do something with it, because one thing about it, you gotta pay the Pied Piper. One thing about all this stuff right here, you make $300,000. And I told y'all, 2020, me and my owner operator combined, we did $954,000. We, myself personally, I owed the IRS $54. 54.
Yep.
Next number 55. I ain't never had over a $500 tax bill dealing with this stuff, because this shit costs too much money. And if you're trying to do better, you're going to always be feeding the beast. You're going to always have to feed these trucks parts, tire, get your spare parts over to the side, ready for when something happens. Try and
Mm.
get your second truck going, paying insurance on all that stuff. And at the end of the day, you'll be like me. Look back at your shit at the end of the year after you made them 300,000, be like, God damn, I spent $68,000 on diesel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Well, what
yeah.
I do at Thanksgiving time is I forward my accountant my reports and say, hey, what do we got to spend? And he'll call me back and say, Barry, 50,000, Barry, 30,000, whatever the number is. And it's like Christmas for the business, man. Like I still show a profit. I just don't show. And that's why I think I'm going to move to an S Corp. That way I can take a reasonable pay and get
Oh,
taxed
but
a little
you
bit
keep
different. There's
on that
reasons to
one.
go
And then
S Corp over an LLC. I just don't really. I'm no accountant, so don't take my word for it. But
Mm.
from what I'm seeing, the S Corp is the way to go. In our situation, it depends on how big you want to get too. So
right, absolutely. In an escort situation, I will elaborate on that. To actually do the swap, government actually gives you 3 years to make that choice, or you can actually file another paper. I forgot the name of it. It's a number, certain number paper that you can file to get that amended and change it over. Yeah, you will be paying some quarterly taxes, but for a lot of cases, if you're big enough or you've been doing the revenue enough to think about escort, you're probably doing enough finance and paperwork to actually really want to pay your taxes every quarter because you're getting out of hand. Like you, listen to me good now. These are real numbers that really possible, and I don't want nobody to think I'm playing out here. You can have, listen to me good, you can have 4 trucks of your own out here.
Speaking of Mike Haven,
I lost sound.
And have 100,000 gross coming in the company. I'm talking about that's a pretty good amount of money in a month. You have 100 grand growth coming in. You might want to check your finances out every quarter. Just don't get out of here.
yeah, you break it up, Haven. You break it up.
We're having a
Oh,
problem with sound.
headset. My bad, y'all. I just
There
said
you
y'all
go.
might, you know what I'm saying, in a situation with that many people, that much money going on. You have to pay your taxes every quarter so it don't get out of hand. My mic just cut off. I'm putting on charge, y'all.
Yeah. Look, I was trying to buy me a trailer, man, and those numbers were so ridiculous. I had to go find me. But I don't really like buying new stuff anyway. I buy used stuff. So, used stuff make just as much money as the new stuff. You know what I mean? I looked up. I found a good trailer from a buddy of mine. For $11,000. I'm gonna go ahead and give him $11,000 for it.
Hey, do you
But
regret selling that big Tex about 6 months ago?
it was a Kaufman trailer. You know what it was? In hindsight, I would say kind of yeah, but I never liked that trailer, man.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
It it flexed too much.
Right.
That's my very first trailer. I paid $6,000 for that thing. But if you put 2,000 pounds in the head of the trailer, it'll be tilted like this sometimes. I like look at this shit. I never liked that trailer. And what happened was Benny was riding it for a while, and one week he called me. Trailer ain't got no brakes, Dad. Trailer ain't got no brakes. So I had to drop my load, drive 600 miles to catch up with him, take the trailer back. At one point, we had to move the load off of his trailer, put it on my trailer. We did that shit like twice in about 2 months, right? And I'm like, you know what? To hell with it. Let's give it away.
Yep.
But really, all it was buying new brakes for it. And some places you go to buy brakes, 10,000 K, actually brakes, they want to charge you $400 for one side, one pad. Let me
Yeah.
give y'all a secret if y'all don't know. And maybe it's changed a little bit, but if you got a 10,000 pound Dexter axle, go to Kaufman Trailer in North Carolina. I can't remember the city, and they will sell you 4 brakes of the complete brake set for less than $500. Whereas if you're on the road and you try to buy one side, I do try to charge me $600 for the brakes.
Yeah,
One,
that's why I do all my maintenance at home. While I'm out on the road, anything that I know I'm going to need, I just send it home and do it at
yeah.
home. Yep.
So you got to know where to go get parts.
Yep.
Redneck trailers, different places like that. Got different places in different cities. You got to know preventative maintenance. You know what I mean? Like do that stuff when you're home. So bruh, I got raped one time, right? I swear to God, with no Vaseline. This man charged me $4,000 to what they call it, CNC my axle to make it work because I had a bad bearing on my axle in Oregon one time. First of all, I had no business being in Oregon, because I normally don't go that far. But
Hmm.
this was me and Benny together, and we went over there. We just went over to see how much we could make. I think we went over there with like $7,800. No, we went. By the time we got over to Oregon, we was like almost at $10,000, and then we end up coming back to Texas with another 5. But that's what we broke down in Oregon. Long story short, preventative maintenance. to make sure your shit don't fail while you're on the road.
Yep.
Because if you get in the wrong shop and you got no choice, and they decide to hit you over the head, and you're not a mechanically inclined like Haven is,
Yep.
you got to pay the piper right there. You got to double, triple pay for something you know that don't cost that much. So do your preventive maintenance when you're home. Oil change, seals, whatever.
Yep.
Do it while you're home.
Yeah, that's what I do. I do them while I'm home. You know, Dexter Axle requires you to do your repack the bearings every 10,000 miles. Bro, that's once a month for me. You know what I mean? So I have no choice but to do it while I'm home.
Yeah, but I'm not that good at it. I'll be honest with you. I would ride a trailer for 2-3 years with the same axle. For one, we don't overweight our trailer, so I don't know if that helps or not help. But I rode that Kaufman for about 3 years before the trailer. The axle broke. I said 2.5 years. The axle broke completely, and they CNC it and made it work. And he went along for another year before we gave it away. You know, and it's cheaper, just in my opinion, most times. If you can get away with 2 years on your axle, just go and buy a brand new one. You get a brand new axle, come with springs, and come with brand new brakes, $1,000. At least that's what it was a year ago.
Yeah, they're 2,600 now.
Holy shit! You for real?
Yeah, a full complete axle, 8K and up, 2,600 and better.
Wow.
Yep.
Boy, we on smoke shit on real big day.
Man, I didn't. Man.
Hey,
That's
Haven, how much was
ridiculous.
How much was your 8K axle from Dexter? Can you hear me?
No, he can't hear you.
I
bought a 10,000 pound Dexter axle for, I think it was $1,100 and something dollars. Just about a year ago.
Hey man, they hard on up. They was outside. They just came up 9 years ago.
Holy shit! $2,600 for an 8,000 pound axle?
Hell yeah, they tried to set off a 200 custom made. I bought the beam. I'm gonna build it myself. I bought the damn beam. Fuck it.
Man, but I know prices.
Here's a tip for you though. You don't have to buy the whole axle, drum, and brake assembly. Okay. You can buy the tube by itself, the brake assemblies by itself, and the drum by itself, and it's much cheaper. If you buy the full axle complete, it's expensive.
No, it is. I swear to God. I tell you, it wasn't even a year ago. I bought the axle when we sold the Kaufman trailer because I was going to replace the axle completely. So instead of doing that, I ended up buying brakes versus, and the axle was like $1,100, 10,000 pound Dexter axle.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Actually, believe it or not, now that I think about it, the 10K, the 9K, 10K, 11 is actually cheaper than an 8K.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, because when I was looking up getting the new axles just to have them, they tried to sell me. They tried to sell me an upgrade because it was cheaper. So maybe your axles are still that much. I'm not sure.
That's crazy. Yeah, well, price is going up everywhere, man. And while price is going up in everything that we do and everything that we need, guess what? Brokers trying to dive the freight down. Ain't that some backward shit, man? We bringing you your freight, we bringing you a product, but you trying to stick us with cheap ass freight all day, every day. I can't do it. I gotta get mine.
Hey Haven, we got noise issues going on. Where you at?
Haven tied. That's what it is.
Something going on. Hey Pops, you had any issues with your build quality on your Big Tech?
I'm sorry, with the what?
The build quality of it. I've been noticing rails and stuff missing on that Big Test versus
not in mine particularly, but I had a driver that would lease on to me.
Yeah.
Brand new trailer, just got it off the lot, and the well for the toolbox wasn't done properly, so the toolbox fell off within the first week. And we've met people on the road that had the same type of issues, but we just chalked it up as to a lot of these, manufacturing probably was on the staff during the COVID-19 stuff, still trying to build trailers, and they just wasn't doing a good job during that time. So a lot of people got issues on that we've met on the road like that.
I've noticed the same thing. I've been having I see the issues on the chain spools where they only
Okay.
weld it from 9 o'clock to 2 o'clock and leaving the
Right,
rest of
right.
it bare, and they just painting over. And if
Yeah,
you
yeah,
anything about welding on that flat bar, if you pull hard enough on that, man, you can break a weld easily. So I've been
yeah.
noticing that too. I'm probably gonna end up redoing them all myself and just welding them up myself.
It wouldn't hurt.
Yeah,
Wouldn't hurt. But like I said, it's just probably because of this COVID crap going on. People
yeah,
probably out of work, short staff, and you're still trying to produce, trailers.
yeah.
Somebody's not doing a good job, or the man who normally do the job is not at work.
That's right.
You know.
Yeah.
Man, they were fucking them trailers up before COVID.
You see it, man. Got some bad QCs out there. They just pushing the truck.
Shortcut.
Man, we been buying trailer for a minute, pop, to the point where, hey
Yeah.
man, the folks, all my metal certified trailer technician, shit, he know it, man. Them folks been fucking these trailers up forever, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
That shit real though, man. You can't buy good shit without looking over it 1,000% these days, bro. I
Yeah.
swear you can't trust shit no more.
In heaven, I was talking to you got a lot of people out there doing. They're not really brokers. They're more like dispatchers, but some way somehow they be getting loads, right?
Mm-hmm.
And somebody told me like maybe about 3 weeks ago. I don't really run that area, but there was a lot of what they call them, crane mat.
Yes, sir. Run the shit
Mm-hmm.
out of them about the last 3 4 weeks.
Yeah,
Go ahead, go ahead.
the person said there was like 100 loads moving from Louisiana somewhere going somewhere else, and I
Poor
thought about you when
Fuchon,
she said it.
poor Fuchon. I was running them all week for last $1,900 a pop on 200, now on
Woo.
316 miles. Yeah, and
Yes,
and
sir.
and and then and get what? As soon as you get in Port Fuchon to drop them off, you go right back up there to St. James, 77 miles, and come back down one more time for the 800, Big Dad.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
rolling, man. It was a madhouse down there too, bro. Like the shit was insane. I ain't gonna lie. I caught that wave though. Came on back to the
yeah.
house. Shit, ain't but 3 hours from my crib.
Can't beat that.
Yeah,
Man, you guys
it's a
sound like
blessing.
robots. I can't hear shit.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's because Haven's in a bad spot and he's the hub.
He's in the
Yeah,
matrix.
I think that's what it is.
is that better?
Yeah. It sounds better now.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's a little
that's
better.
my
Yeah.
bad. My dang Bluetooth, man, the battery been going up and down on me, man. I've been trying to keep it going. Yeah. Sorry about that, y'all, man. All the viewers on
It's
here,
all
I
good.
apologize if the audio was a little grainy at first. We're gonna try and keep this thing going and do a little better. But I will say this: a lot of stuff that we done talked about tonight is not so much advanced trucking. It's not. These the stuff we done talked about, a lot of the stuff that we said, a lot of the incidents that happen is day to day trucking. This is like what you're supposed to be doing. Like
Yep.
a lot of people you'll see will come on YouTube and they'll have, let's just say, I'm gonna say this, a CDL high shot, and they'll post a video and say, "Hey, I made $23,000 this month." Now we gotta break this down and talk about this a little bit because $23,000 is a lot of money. Everybody on here agree $23,000 ain't nothing to sneeze at. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna say this: the people that run non-CDL high shot, including that guy over there in the bottom left hand corner, most months, if he come out and just do what he normally do and nothing spectacular happens, he's gonna hit that same number them folk made that video about
Yeah.
every month, every single month. So to take a person that usually works a job that's a 9 to 5, and you know what I'm saying, tell them that it's a possibility, even an off chance, to make $23,000 in 30 days.
Uh,
Don't you know it's a folk gonna go clean out their bank account to make this shit happen?
yeah.
And see, that's the biggest of the thing. I just made a comparison between a non-CDL hot shot that is super weight limited and a CDL hot shot that's partially weight limited. Ain't no way they supposed to make the same amount of money carrying different amounts of weight. But you have people that have you convinced that $20,000 a month on a CDL hot shot is good money. That is not good money. Listen to me good, y'all. Everybody on here that know that do this shit, $20,000 a month gross on a CDL high shot is not no money. That's an off month. Tell me my line, Pop. That's an off month. So I'm
That's
happy.
about right. I do that in 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's about
I
my
was
monthly.
just about to say the truck had to be down a week, Pop.
Yeah, I told you I don't work. I don't work every week. I don't like being gone
That
from my
right.
house all the time. So I might do a week and a half, 2 weeks out and stay home for a week.
But
I'm home a lot.
only way you come down to even the 20 range is if you ain't work for 3 weeks, which ain't number
Yeah,
15 days out of the money, including your layover, maybe 18 days out of the money. You back at the house.
yeah. I'm back at the house. I'm damn near home every weekend, to be honest with you. But if you're
I,
grinding non-CDL 40-foot 22 GN, if you really grinding, I ain't see no reason why you can't hit 32.
on the CDL, I just don't see no reason why not either, because I managed to do 38 one month on non-CDL
Mm,
high shot. Put up the Raycon, put up the month to date and everything that month. 38,000 last June. They happened
yeah,
last June in the middle of COVID. I ran my ass to death for that money now.
hey,
I ain't gonna lie.
yeah. I'm gonna tell you a little story, right? When we bought that first semi truck, I spent $20,000 on the thing, right? Like I said, I just
Yes,
like
sir.
Peterbilt. But I'm looking up my bank. I'm like, man, that's 20 grand. That's 20 grand gone. For some reason, I can't remember what it was exactly. Benny was down all that time. I think his truck was in the shop or something. Something was going on, but I wore my ass off. I was going back and forth between Georgia, Massachusetts, friggin' Minnesota. I did back and forth for about 4 straight weeks. I got my
You had to
$20,000
become
back.
you get what? You had to become a man and a half to go get that
Yeah,
money. And it take a
I got my
man and a
20 back.
half to do this shit sometimes.
Even,
It
yeah,
ain't
even
no
Benny,
whole man, it take a man and a half.
bruh, I worked back and forth. Like I ain't going home. I need to see my comeback where it was yesterday or last. You know what I mean? And I got my 20 back in 4 weeks by
And get
myself.
what? Buy your and that's why I made the channel. That's why I don't put up the owner operator money. I don't put up what they doing. That ain't nobody bidding. And plus, it don't show
Mm,
you what I'm really trying to show you. What one person with a good plan, a good piece of equipment, some knowledge about what's going on in these broker can do by they self. You got clowns on here talking about 10, 12 trucks and can't even show you where they took
yeah,
home as much money as a person with 2 trucks.
yeah. And it's all your personal grind. There's some weeks I just don't work that hard. To be honest with you, you know what I mean. But when
I've been
I'm
slacking off the
grinding,
last 2 weeks, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I've
man,
been
when I'm
slacking off.
when I'm grinding, man, you could. I mean, you've seen the videos. Them videos ain't no fake ass videos. I don't tell
Yep.
No
lies.
bullshit.
All
No
right.
Yep.
bullshit.
I don't I don't book Benny 1 week, because he said, Dad, look, I want a good week. I want to put some content out. I'm like, okay. I put $7,000 on his trailer going from Georgia to Colorado. And I ain't gonna lie, I was lucky coming back because I look ahead. I look ahead and book loads ahead, and I end up with 62 coming back to Florida. So in about a week and a half, he made 13,000 by himself. That's very doable. But again, it's that work ethic, that grind, that I want this. Let me go get it.
There's not
Every
many
weekend,
people that
every weekend
have
gonna
it.
be like that. Now every weekend gonna be like that. And I don't really
Hey,
push him unless he say push him. You know what I mean?
that right. Cause everybody gotta go with what their body saying too, you know. Your body gonna talk to you. If you'll listen, you'll be a smart man a lot of time.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
I'm gonna
I'll be
say
honest with
this.
you, right?
Go ahead.
That was all because he wanted content.
Yep.
I'm like, okay, content helps me.
Give
You know
your
what I mean?
ass
I'm
some
the business
content.
owner.
I'm gonna give
Let me
your
give you
ass
some
some
content,
content.
bro. Go to
Hell
get it.
yeah.
You know?
Hey, I'm
And
curious.
And you
I'm
go ahead,
curious to
Loud
know
Mouth.
what gear set you have in your truck.
I got 410. Is it? I mean, is there something different you should be running?
Oh no, no, no. I'm
That's
just because
now
No, no, I'm
that's
just
the
messing with you.
best. All
That's
yeah,
it.
he just put him in that 500. That boy pulling his
Oh
ass
no,
off now, bro.
410, bro.
yeah, I
He
I
just
mean, you
just
put
got what you
swapped him
got?
out.
You got a dually? You got a dually matter? Yeah, if you got a dually, man, 410 gear ratio. If you got a Ram, or shit, or even a Ford 6.7 liter. You know, and I like the 4x4 because I live in the backyard. When it rains, it get a little muddy back here. So I like the 4x4. It comes in handy sometimes. But it's
Absolutely.
only 3 or 4 things you need: 6.7, 4.1 gear ratio. The 4x4 because I like it. You don't necessarily need that,
Mm-hmm.
and that ASIN transmission. Or if you run in the Ford, you know, I had really good luck with the Ford transmission I had. I ran that truck, that used truck
Ford
that I
make a
bought for
good
six thousand
transmission.
dollars. Yeah, that
Ford make
transmission
some
never
of the
went
best
bad.
transmissions, bro.
Yeah, that
They
Yeah.
engine
just
went bad, but
good
not that
shit.
transmission.
Yeah, yeah.
no.
I
I
think the
made a
coldest
mistake and
thing.
bought my
Go
truck.
ahead.
I
Hmm.
made a mistake and bought my truck with 342s, not knowing
Right.
2 years
It's
ago
okay.
when I first got into it. And let me tell you, man, as soon as I hit those mountains
Yeah.
on 40 coming out of North
Yeah.
Carolina, bro,
Yeah.
that motherfucker fell. Excuse my language. That thing fell
Yeah.
on its face. I said, "Get
Right.
them things out of there."
And we all make mistakes when we don't have anybody to guide us. That's what see. I just guided somebody and told you 4.1 gear ratio, 6.7 liter motor. Don't come out here with no 5.9, folks. Y'all be asking me that kind of question in the YouTube questions and answers and stuff like that,
No,
man. Them things are
that
not gonna
ain't that
last.
ain't for CDL. That
Nah,
ain't now
your
non
best bet
CDL.
is a 6.7,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Non
gonna
four-ten
non
gear
CDL. I want
ratio,
CDL. I ran a
and an
five
ASIN
nine for about
transmission.
a 500,000 miles, but it was a manual transmission truck with a dual disc clutch in it, and I was
Yeah,
running 10,000 or less on the deck. You can't really put that
that's it.
5.9 in a bind like that and
Yeah,
talking about putting 18,000 on the deck without a
man.
Jake brake. Listen to me good, people. Without a goddamn Jake brake. See, that's the
Yes,
problem.
sir.
That's why I recommend it for non-CDL high shot economic, good on gas. But when you start pulling weight, stop is more important than go, people. I promise you, we're not out here racing. This shit
Yeah.
is so serious because when the weight
Yeah,
start pushing, I promise you,
safety
you'll be the
first.
first to know. You'll be the first to know.
Safety first. Nobody told me when I first started. I mean, my Ford truck the first truck I had, it had a
Mm-hmm.
3.73 gear ratio. You know what I mean? It was good on
Yeah,
gas though.
yeah,
You know,
but
and
it
he did
just
the
couldn't.
job.
It just, yeah.
He ain't had no torque, man.
It
He
wasn't
ain't
Listen,
had
man,
no.
optimal. It wasn't optimized for what you were doing. And
Nah,
that's one of the things I love to do. And y'all know I'm a mechanic from my heart. I'm actually a technician. I'm certified by three different major manufacturers. And I will say this. The joy I have in specking trucks, CDL, non-CDL, semi, they're one of my biggest joys is to help somebody get what they need for the job. Don't nothing
yeah,
make the job harder than having the wrong damn tool.
wrong equipment. Yeah.
Yes.
Having
Hey,
the wrong tool, you need a screwdriver, you got some pliers, you still need a screwdriver. I'm just so sorry.
hey, while we're on it, Haven, let me ask you a question about semi trucks now. Well,
Yes, sir.
what's the optimal gear ratio for what you're doing?
For what I'm doing, it depends on the transmission. But all around 355s, and I
Okay,
recommend a 15 speed with 355s. But if you
right.
gonna really pull weight and you may have a 10 or a 13, I
Yeah,
recommend a 370 just because the biggest factor in everything is getting the load moving. Once you
yeah,
get it
yeah, yeah, yeah,
moving,
yeah.
you gotta drive, you gotta overdrive and everything, top gear, that momentum gonna take you down the highway. But getting it
Okay.
moving and having lockers on the rear end and having an interaxle diff lock, it
So
gonna help you a lot. Cause we go get them crane mats, baby.
okay. So I don't need to change nothing than one I just purchased because I got a 370 gear ratio, but it's only got 10 speeds. No, granted, I wish I had
No.
13, but if I go to 13, I need to probably change that rear too. That what you said?
Well, if you go 13, the only thing will be the consideration is the ratio of the last gear in the transmission. It needs to
Okay.
be an overdrive gear. That's the only thing. And like, let's just say with your 370, okay, well, my 355 on the highway is 70 miles an hour. I'm standing up right at 1500 RPM, standing up straight
Yeah.
on the dashboard like motherfucker, comfortable as hell. At 70 mile an hour with a 370, you're gonna be at about 1650. A little bit less optimal for fuel, but your motor ain't gonna never stop pulling because it's in the torque band and it's right there where the horsepower gonna come in too. So that truck gonna feel peppy in all situations, yet it's just gonna burn a little bit more gas.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that's a
See
good
the
ass
three.
gear ratio. I stop at 390s on that shit that you got to pull heavy and get on the highway,
Yeah.
because 390 gonna have you run down the highway 60 miles an hour, 62, 65.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because a 370 gear in a semi is completely different than a 370 in a pickup. I mean, you're dealing with
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. Because you're splitting ratios a lot more with a big truck. And like I said, the biggest factor in a transmission that has more gearing or rear end that's taller is taking pressure off the engine. If you multiply the torque by the gear ratio and you multiply the gear ratio by the final drive ratio, you get the torque that's actually touching the road. And when you do that and you do the multiplication, the difference between a 355 gear and a 370 gear in a semi that's making 1850 torque times a 23-to-1 gear ratio in the transmission on first gear times another 370 in the back, you talk about 23,000 foot-pounds of turning torque on that tie. And if you change that gear ratio by 20%, you change that number by 20%, and 20% of 18,000 is right at about 3,600 foot-pounds of torque at the tie that you lose just on a gear ratio. That's how serious it is.
Okay. I feel good about buying that.
Yeah, you multiply the shit out of your all-mile metal, boy. You get so much extra torque to the tie.
Bro, let me tell you something. When I pull those mountains, that shit don't come off cruise control. It stays in sixth gear and does not move. But
that's so gangster.
It'll do 0 to 80 in about 4 seconds. But anything over 80, good luck. You ain't. Yeah,
stop
you're
driving
not
that truck like that, man.
Now,
I love it.
Did you change your gear ratios in your dually?
Yes, yep. It came with a 342 gear ratio. I hated it, so I changed it to a Nitro 410.
Okay.
I also did a one-piece aluminum drive shaft, Carly suspension, air ride.
Shit.
Oh, you got a Carly suspension on there.
Yeah,
air ride
full ride. Full ride, yep.
Yeah, that's Cadillac.
Yeah, because I'm going to keep that truck. That's a 4th gen with your bulletproof CP3. You know, 4th gen Ram deleted is freaking bulletproof, man. If you go with a 19 or 20, you're going to have a CP4 issue, and that goes for a Ford or Ram.
Man, even the Mexican know that's a bad ass truck. You see, they stole mine.
Yeah, GM went to a Denso fuel system in 21, so they no longer have the CP4. The only person that has it right now is a Ford, and they better do something, because in 2023, when Ram drops that Allison transmission, Ford and GM are going to have sales problems.
See, I'm running 21 right now. I don't have any issues with it. Ice transmission.
No, you got a good year. You got a good year.
It's got the
you got the last update, bro. Yeah, you got the last update.
He's got a 21, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good truck.
Yep.
Yeah.
No issues right now.
Man, y'all know I wasn't gonna let that man buy that shit if it wasn't right. Y'all know.
That's right.
Hell no, not on my advice. You come out there and goddamn need a whole fuel system in a month. No, we ain't going through that.
Actually, Pops, it happened to Pops already, or Benny.
We had that. We had the first 2 months.
Yeah.
Brand new truck, 2020, in the shop for 3 months.
What was it?
You wasn't watching my channel back then. Told y'all don't buy that truck.
You didn't know no better. I didn't know no better.
You ain't run up on my channel yet. I did 2 videos deep in depth about why that shit gonna blow up.
A lot of people don't know any better. A lot of people don't know any better, man. And it's sad. Like a guy that I follow heavy, and he's probably still on here, hauling cash. He just got one of those Ford trucks. He just got one. And as soon as he posted it, I was just putting my head in my hand, and I'm like, Dude, did you not do your research, bro? Come on, man. Them things are
A lot of
fucking
people don't know, man.
time
Time
bombs.
bombs. Time
Yeah,
bombs.
Yeah.
that's the first thing I heard about them. That's why I
Time
spent a little
bombs.
extra on the 21 than what I would on the 20, but you know,
Right.
you kind of
Time bombs, man.
balancing the
And it's
expenses.
not if, it's when. I mean, it's
It's
that
when,
bad.
yeah.
Yeah,
Knock on wood. I got one. I drive one every day.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, Benny
Yeah, but
already. They say they put a new engine in Benny's truck because he ended up blowing up the cam gear, right? Because
Mm.
of the fuel system, the CP4 pump, that went bad, and the cam gear cracked and split in two. So they put a
Messed up.
new engine in the thing, and I think the guy say he not really 100% sure, but he think that it's the updated CP3 pump that's in that truck. But mine, I bought my truck about the same time with Benny's truck, and shit, I'm riding around on the time bomb. But two things I do that I don't know if it works, but knock on wood, so good so far. I put an additive in my truck at least once a week because they
Hmm.
say
Yes, sir.
basically, it lubricate the fuel, and I don't ever let my fuel tank run empty. Period. Like what
Yeah.
I mean, not even quarter tank because I got a reserve tank that hold 100 gallons. When I get empty and my truck
Like, why
fuel
wouldn't
tank is
you?
about half, I'm
Yeah.
going to fill it up.
Yeah.
So
so
no ear pockets, no ear bubbles, none of that stuff.
Yeah.
do you plan
Whether or
on
not it
keeping that truck?
works, yeah, I'm gonna keep this truck. I love this truck.
Well, if I were you, this is just my, and I
Yeah,
even do this with my CP3 fuel system. Even though I know it's bulletproof, I still use Power Services diesel clean at every fill up. Once a week ain't going to
okay,
do it. You got to do
right.
it every fill up. Yep. It
Power
cost me,
service,
yeah, it cost me eight. Hold on. I'll show you.
It got comments
power.
on the bottom.
With a diesel
Yep,
clean?
that's on the
Look,
yep, diesel clean power service. It got
all
comments
Oh,
right.
on the
So
bottom.
it cost me $18 a week, right? As you
Yeah.
can see, I got a case of it right here. Can you see it?
That
hmm.
man don't play, y'all.
Hey,
Hey,
there
cuz,
it
show
is.
him your garage, cuz. Show him your
Okay.
garage one
Yeah, yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah. I know what that is.
That shit got comments on the bottom, baby. That's all I use.
Okay.
Okay.
Diesel clean. Got
So
you.
I order
Got you.
that by the case once a
Mm,
month. It comes in a case of 6, which lasts me a month, a little over a
okay.
month.
And
And you
every
flash,
fill up, you just add some of that. Got you.
just yeah, throw that shit in the auxiliary tank. It gonna mix all together because that fuel got to return anyway.
Right.
So yeah, hell yeah, man. I
Okay.
promise y'all, man, that right there kicking transmission fluid ass. Cause when it burn off, it don't leave no deposit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, so you adding it in
Uh,
the your main fuel tank and also the auxiliary as well?
Yes. Every
or
fill
straight,
up.
yes. Or straight up, shit. Put it in auxiliary. It mix up. It mix in there. What do you all do in the wintertime? For you, like, who got a Ram truck? I know. I
Me.
mean, I know
They
Haven. What
You
do you
got
do in
one.
the
everybody
wintertime?
got Ram truck. Everybody.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's a
Shit.
Okay.
good
So
question.
You're the
That's
Ram
a good
Nation,
question.
baby.
Yeah.
so in the winter time, it's the same brand. It's a white bottle.
Uh-huh.
So you run the gray bottle in the summertime, you run the white bottle in the wintertime. That has your anti-gel and stuff like
Anti-gel.
that. Now,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
depending on where you
Yeah.
fuel, most of those
Good.
places have that stuff built in the winter. So it all depends
Right.
on
Right.
where you fuel. But one thing
Got
is
you.
for sure with that CP4 fuel pump, that has to be
Yeah.
added. If you plan on keeping that truck, do it at every fill up. It'll cost you
Okay.
$18 a week. I write
Yeah.
it off as fuel system insurance.
Hmm.
It is what it is. It's needed,
Yeah. Okay.
especially for you.
Yeah.
You
I'm
see
definitely
it?
doing that.
Make sure
You
I
see it?
go spend some money
Hey
tomorrow
man, I'll
myself.
tell you, man. I wish that dude take y'all back out in the damn garage. The man got so much shit out there, it's ridiculous. It look like a trailer warehouse in the man garage, bro. It's stupid. It's shit
Dude,
borderline
like
obsessive.
I said, man, it's all about helping each other get, learn, get better, and do things. Because when I first started doing this, I took my truck. It was a brand new truck. It was 2016, I believe. Or it might have been one of these. But anyway, I took the truck to Minnesota. It wasn't even really winter, but it was cold.
You cut
I was
that
like,
truck
what
out,
the
get the
hell?
man.
Why am I getting 7 miles to the gallon, yo? And that shit happened from the time I hit like Iowa all the way into Minnesota, right? And I'm like, I think my truck is broke. This was like, yeah, it was 2016 truck. So long story short, I'm like, don't know. Didn't understand that my fuel is getting colder. My fuel is gelling up on me. I need
Mm.
to go in and put some anti-gel in that thing. So I called somebody, mechanic that I know, and he said, you recommend I do that real fast. So I did it, but it was still doing the same freaking thing because he had to cycle out. basically a whole fuel tank. I guess 300 miles. And then after that, I kept putting it in there, and it just started getting better and better and better. But I
I
wish I
think you
knew
just
that from
got
the
some
get go.
bad fuel, honestly.
Nah, no, because
No?
he did it the whole run. And then when I got back to Tennessee with my return load, all of a sudden my truck working great again. So I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
tell you what happened. I'm gonna tell you what happened, bro. I'm gonna tell you what happened.
I'm
There
listening.
what happened. You went up there where it was kind of cold at. They had Irish
Right.
started pre-treating the diesel with paraffin wax. At the time you did that, you probably was a little bit over halfway through your fuel filter life. That
Yeah.
paraffin wax went up in there and clogged that filter up. You was sucking through a straw. That's why you get 7 miles to the gallon. Then when you put that stuff in, it starts slowly dissolving all that wax
Right.
that had got caught in the filter. But like I said, as a word to the wise, I advise anybody that do it, get familiar with your truck, learn what it takes to service it, keep them fuel filters with you. Keep them with you because you could
Right.
put
Right.
that diesel 911 in there and it'll cut that shit real fast and get your truck back to normal. But the filter still really stained with that shit they putting in the fuel. And also, you know what I'm saying? That right there, one of the leading causes to low pressure pump failure and high pressure
Right.
pump failure, fuel starvation and aeration. So, like I said, with that diesel clean, that serve power, that white box like bottle like all mild
Yeah.
medicine, it got an anti-gel in it, but it dissolves wax.
Mm.
And that's the problem with the diesel. They put the wax in there to make it thick enough not to freeze, but at the same time, we got some very high filtration, water separation, high filtration fuel filter that catch everything. And it can't tell the difference between dirt and wax. It just can't.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm just saying, I'm so glad you got out of this situation because had you cut the truck
Yeah.
off and let it sit, the wax would have got
Man.
hard in the filter, man.
Yeah, man. Normally I don't even go that far in the wintertime, but whew, that money was too good to pass
It
up.
was
I'm like,
too
okay,
good.
I'm going.
Hey, is your warranty up on that truck?
Long time. Shit, within the first year, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Hell
Well,
yeah, 10 months.
the reason I'm asking is because if they make a
Shit.
disaster prevention kit for the
Uh-huh.
CP4 fuel pump, it's not going to stop the problem from happening, but it's going to
Right.
stop the metal particles from destroying everything else. So,
Yeah.
Oh, it
Knock
catches
on
it.
wood. Okay.
yeah, it catches it. But, so that'll save your fuel system. You're still going to have to
That's
buy a pump, but you're not going
that's
to.
the problem. You ain't gonna have to buy all them injectors and lines and shit. Oh boy, hey,
Yeah.
boy, that's a tech tip out of the world right there. Cause they about $4,000 difference on their job. And don't tell me, ask me how I know. Ask me how I know.
You know.
Yeah,
Shit, cause I used to do them. I know what it costs. I used to do them in the
Yeah.
dealership. I used to do them for Ford too, man. Ford had a
Wow.
bad fuel system from 14 to 16. From '09 to 2012, they had bullshit motor. I mean, I done seen it. I know what this shit costs y'all. Hey man,
Yeah.
people on the video just know with your pretty ass 4L 350. If anything happens, out of one, they gotta pick the cab up.
Yeah.
They're gonna charge you six
Uh,
hours. Then they gonna figure out what the problem is.
Mm.
hey, look, man. When my truck went out of warranty, right at about 104,000 miles, all of a sudden, check engine light, DPF, see the
Oh.
dealer. Is that
150
shit
mile
programmed
blues,
in?
baby.
That's in their computer, right, Haven?
Yeah.
They program that shit in your computer, man.
It was a counter,
For
bro.
real.
That's why me and all my Mel call it the 150,000 blue. You better get
yep.
all the money you can
Man.
get your maintenance count right, 'cause 150,000 miles. It's the tickers on certain shit in there. And
Yeah.
DPF is one of them.
Here,
Yeah.
let me tell
Yeah.
you something.
Yeah, I see.
By the time I hit 150,000 miles, I had replaced the rear axle bearings, the
Mm.
front wheel bearings, suspension, every goddamn component you can think of. It was about right when I hit 140,000 miles, all that shit hit the fan. It cost me about $5,000 to get it all in order. So
Wow.
I just factor that into my costs. Every
Yeah.
150,000
Yeah.
miles,
Yeah.
if you want to run a pickup truck in this game, that's what it's going to take if you want to stay off the side of the road.
Yeah.
See, a lot of these guys don't understand that coming into this industry.
Yeah.
They get their truck, their trailer, they start running, making a ton of money, and they're like, oh, well, dude, you haven't had a major breakdown yet. You haven't been on the side of the road. You haven't hit your 150,000 mile blues yet. Come talk to me at about 250,000 miles and tell me if you feel the same about hotshot trucking. Because if you're not prepared for that,
I've been lucky and fortunate, man. I really my major breakdown was my trailer. I broke down in my first truck, that Ford truck, but it was some simple shit. You know, like the Ford truck have like a little filter in the back of the truck. That thing gather any dirt you down. So and you know, like my turbo hose would blow off, but I could go out there and fix it in 15 minutes and be running again. You know, if I do it right, I don't have to stop. But if I do it wrong, it blow off again. And those are kind of shit I had going on when I first started with my Ford truck. But these Ram trucks, I ain't really had no issues with them. You know, I've been fortunate. So again, a couple of things we don't do. We really non-CDL. We don't really pull no major weight. 9 times out of 10, I'm going on the highway. I got less than 10,000 pounds on my truck. I'm a
They used to
non-CDL
call me
hauler.
Mr. Un-10,000. I'm like, man, I could, man, shit.
For real,
Why is you out here pulling, working your truck
man.
to death?
it doesn't make no
Not
sense. Really, it
no.
doesn't.
I mean,
Just
I
because
could
you
pull
can do it don't
17,
mean you should be
20,000
doing it.
pounds, but why do it?
Oh, okay. I thought there was pin the tail on the
Hell
donkey. I thought
no.
I supposed to just run my shit
Man,
out here
but
to death.
you see the type of shit I pick up from the videos, man. You be some poles, and somebody make comments like, "Who pays $2,000 to bring a pole? You could probably go
A
to Home
lot of
Depot and
people.
buy it." A lot of people, a
I
lot of
don't give a
people do
fuck
that.
who pay that, but they do it though.
Shit, what? The nuclear plant, the nuclear plant in Kansas
Oh,
City,
Jesus.
paid me $27.50 to bring 3 poles,
That's
metal pole.
them.
I don't even know what the hell they do with them, but guess what? I'm gonna take them,
Yeah, that was
and
my
they
go home
didn't
load.
weigh nothing.
Yeah, my last load was one pallet, 4 feet long, copper tubing. It weighed 1,100 pounds. It paid $1,100 going 138
There
miles.
you go.
That's how I got home.
Look, and people think we crazy, but that's what you pick up. I am not looking for the heaviest load. I'm not.
No,
No.
I'm looking for the lightest shit I can find because them the stuff that pay better. And
I
I'm not
thought you
breaking
knew.
my truck. I'm not breaking my trailer. That's what I'm saying. I will run a trailer for 2 years with no problems. I don't change seals or bearings, nothing. All I do is I don't even. Some people say they suck the oil out every month. I don't do none of that. All I do is tap it off once a month, just in case. I never had no seal problem. The only time I had a problem with my trailer was that Kaufman trailer when the axle broke in Oregon about a year and a half ago, 2 years. Never had no
Hey,
issues. I don't run heavy.
with your setup though, you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
a non-CDL hauler.
Not running heavy, and also being a good operator. So we
Yeah,
can't take that out of the equation because even when
yeah.
you ain't
Oh
got
yeah.
but 9,000 pounds on that trailer, you still
Mhm.
not spinning that trailer 90 degrees. You're not
Nope.
doing that. You're still
Nope.
not
Nope.
blowing them tires all over there,
Nope.
scraping, dragging,
Bruh.
rub all over, leaving tracks and shit on the
The
ground. You're
trailer
not
could be
doing that.
empty. The trailer could be empty. I'm taking the widest ass turn. You know when you turn into your, let's say you're turning left, you turn into it and your trailer's about to jackknife on your ass. I turn back to the right if I got room because I don't want you to jackknife. I'll take care of your stuff. You're going up the mountains with 9,000 pounds or whatever you got, 25 psi. I learned that from my Ford truck because when I went over 25 psi going up a mountain in my Ford truck, that's the exact same time my turbo hose would blow off. Now I got to pull over on the side of the mountain, put a clamp back on that turbo hose just to keep on going. So when I got these Ram truck, I go up the mountain, 25 psi, nothing more, nothing less. Sometimes he got over, he put it in cruise control, he try to go over. While I still leave it in
Yeah,
cruise control
it's gonna do
sometimes,
that.
and I bring it back down 2 steps until he get back down to 25 psi. And if he means going up the hill doing 50 miles an hour, so be it. I'm not breaking my
Hey,
truck. So go ahead.
confession moment. That 2014 Ram I had that 2500. You know I had that motherfucker turned right. That bitch was turned.
Mm.
Man, I run up the side of that mountain about 47 pounds, boo.
Yeah, me too.
I
Me
can't do
too.
it.
I'm turned up to the
Hey,
ceiling.
that
I
bitch
can't do
scooting
it.
like that caterpillar, man. Hey, you know that caterpillar run up that hill about 50 pounds of boost. If you put a boot gauge on it,
Yeah,
and right
yeah,
when you put that weight on it, you're gonna be running about 55 pounds of boost. You ain't gonna believe it. You
yeah.
be like, oh my God. Boy,
Well, I think those are
that
little
kitty cat
things that,
sounds so good, boy.
whether or not it works or not, I think in my head, I'm thinking those are the things that's saving me from,
It
being on the
is.
side of the road. You
It
know what I
is.
mean?
It is.
So I don't run
It is.
heavy. I run non-CDL shit. Um, it's nice to have the 22 GN that could haul 17,000 pounds. Dude, I ain't never seen 17,000 pounds. The most I've ever
For
hauled was
what?
14.5. For
For
what?
what? For
I'm still
what?
dropping off 8,000
Leave
miles a
that
week.
to me.
Mm-hmm.
Leave that shit to me.
Yeah. Hey.
So when I tell them I'm finna pull up with this 48-foot step,
Mm,
they know they got to pay. Don't argue with them people.
yo.
Do what Pop doing. Leave that shit
But
to me.
even that Haven, I dispatch 2 semi trucks, right? They say they
You
could
know
haul
what it is. Then
40,000
there's some
pounds.
money out there, boy. Yeah, right.
Ain't not one of them ever hauled more than 30,000 pounds. I don't think.
What they hauling? Dry van?
Nah, they're having step decks.
Oh yeah, they moving equipment and everything, ain't it?
They move everything. But the one downfall I got with them, man, they don't have those levelers, man. Woo,
Yeah,
those
they gotta
levelers will
go and
come in
spend
handy,
their
man.
money, man.
Yeah,
My
man.
my 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 Rams a level to cost $7,000, bro.
Seven
So
thousand
you know, I'm
dollars.
just
Yeah.
saying the real shit. You gotta buy the real shit if you're gonna do the real shit.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
tell
yeah,
them to
yeah,
stack
yeah.
their chips up and come on, stop playing because they're gonna open up a lot of
Yeah.
doors for them. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
but you
But
know,
let me give you
if you just go ahead, go ahead.
some insight on that step deck game, right? I don't own one yet, not on the road, but I'm getting there. But I dispatched 2.
That right?
I got one step deck, man. We call him Kojo, boy. He would leave Georgia, go to Buffalo, drop off 38. He would reload that same day because he like driving at night. He gonna sleep all day. He gonna start driving at night. He gonna drop 2,000 across, 400 miles going to Connecticut or Massachusetts. That's 58. He gonna reload, and he might come back to Maryland with about 2,500.
And they think I be lying about this money.
And by the end of the
Oh,
week, if he's lucky, he might drop 4 times, go back home, $10,000, $12,000, easy.
God
No, you
damn
wonder
it,
why I
turn
buy a
up.
step deck.
Turn up.
You wonder
God
why
damn
I
it,
buy a
turn up.
step deck. I'm gonna give you
Turn
another
up, God
example.
damn
He gonna pick up. He picking up. He picking up 4850 in New York, New Jersey tomorrow. He gonna take that down close to Laredo, Texas. I think it's Robertstown,
it.
Texas.
Ooh, that's a ride. That's a ride,
4850. That's
Daddy.
a ride. That's a ride. I already got him
Turn up.
booked up with
Turn up.
49 coming back to PA.
Turn
He
up.
should be able to do
One more
that.
time.
That's what. That's 9. So you
Ooh,
see why
they
I
talking
want a
like
step deck.
water whipping with my nigga trying to solve
All
this
right.
city. God damn.
You see why I want a step
God
deck.
damn.
Way too
Water
much money
whipping
out
with
here,
my
man.
nigga trying to sew up this
Too much
city.
money out here.
God. See,
As a matter of
it's
fact,
too
I
much.
gave back $50 today. I could have got 5. I was trying to get 5,000. I told the broker go and keep that 50 extra dollars, man. Go and keep that.
Man, don't even worry.
Too
Hey,
much
I'm
money.
so crunk over here because see, one thing about folks think it's an anomaly. Now that's how this shit go.
It's how we
Mm-hmm.
go.
Ain't no anomaly. This real money out here.
Real money, man.
Man, these folks crazy, man. Like, I fuck around and did send some invoices in last month and kept them for this month. It make my number look weird. Like, okay, you did $12,000. It's the 7th of the month. I ain't do that. That come from last month. That left over money for the 48. I made $98,000 in 2 months on one truck. One truck. Me by myself. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Me by myself.
Just gotta go out. You gotta work.
Man, I'm a real hustler. And these folks on this thing's a real hustler, man. It's to the point where you can have anything you want if you're willing to work.
That's it.
And
You
be
gotta work.
smart while you working.
Right.
But if you can't drive, don't come. If you're over the road and you driving all day every day, I mean we might end up with 2,500 miles sometimes, or close to 3,000, 25 to 3,000 miles a week. You know what I mean? So those are the miles you got to put in sometimes to make $8, $9, $10,000 for the week.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, absolutely.
when you really slide on over into that semi world and just done put your dues in like Poppin did, you
Yeah,
slide down like I be sliding down, run me about 18, $1,900 a week and be the made $9,000.
there you go.
Oops, oops. And be at home every night. Don't I be at home every night, y'all? How y'all doing? This
You know
sleeper
it.
right
Yeah, yeah,
here,
yeah.
this the first time I done used this sleeper in 3 months.
I was just gonna say something about that. What are you doing in the
3 months.
truck?
Because I got over here, they made me a 7 o'clock in the morning appointment. I made it over here at 3 o'clock this evening, and they were like, "Nah, we ain't gonna let you slide like this." I was like, "Damn, I'm gonna stay." But at the same time, I got to try. I'm in time over everything. They unloaded me. Get what? I was gonna go sit in Birmingham about 60 miles away, wait on Newport to open in the morning, pull me a car back to my house for about 1,400 on 217, 18 miles. That's what they be paying. Okay. Yeah, but see, I'm gonna do that tomorrow morning, y'all. I'm gonna call the book there tomorrow morning. But at the same time, shit happen. You gotta have yourself together where you comfortable out here and you can stay. But this ain't what I do, y'all. I can have a daycare. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah,
I've been looking
yeah.
at a couple of. I just don't want to never close that door and limit myself in case I want to go
Yep.
Seattle.
You stay right there in Texas and
And
Louisiana with a semi, right?
who me?
You don't. Yeah, you don't go too far in that, do you?
I'm in Mississippi. I've been running all Mississippi for the last week or so with them crane mats, 151 miles for the 800, and then come back with a call for the 900. Same day, I did 1,600 Tuesday. I ain't even work Monday. Shit, Wednesday
Yeah.
I did 24, and goddamn me, today is Thursday. I'm dropping off this 15. I'm trying to pick up another 12, 1,400. I'll take it back to the house. I be did goddamn about shit, $6,000, $7,000, probably about 7,200, some shit like that. And hell, I ain't did no work. I ain't did shit. Not compared to what I call work. I
Right,
ain't
right, right,
did
right,
shit. I
right.
feel I feel like I'm bullshitting out here, but I'm still getting a
Man,
check.
I ain't want no CDL, man. I'm gonna stay non-CDL forever.
I said that shit. I said it. I said that shit. Hey, but I'ma still say this. In my mind, it ain't a two-way to really
Woo.
do it. You know what I'm saying? Come on, get your non-CDL high shot or go and grab you a big rig. You can go in between with the CDL
Yeah,
high
yeah.
shot, but eventually you gonna see it and be like, that's another. I ain't get what? I ain't finna pay this IRP, this IFTA, and all this, and I can't tote the max. You're gonna come to the
Mm.
conclusion,
Yep.
well, I'm not gonna pay this over high ass insurance where it'll be cheaper for me to run big rigs. That's why I ain't having them no more after December 31st. What Cocaine did? Cocaine got his learning permit for his CDL today, y'all. Congratulations,
There you go.
Chicago
That's
Cocaine.
what's up,
Learning
man. Get it,
permit.
get it,
Cause get,
get
cause
it.
get what? Get what? As December 31st, everybody in the company that ain't got a CDL is gonna be able to get in one of these trucks or go buy their own. They don't work here no more.
Mm.
And
Yep.
that just is what it is. But at the same time, I'm trying to push a person to do better for themselves so all of them can win and all of them can have cheaper overhead. The insurance be less.
Yeah.
All that shit be gravy. A lot of folks get to go home every night. All type of shit. You get them a dedicated customer, 150 mile out, 150 mile back for $1,200 a day. 10 days worth, $12,000. That good money in anybody's book. You feel me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Like I
Yes,
said,
sir.
it
Oh,
mastermind over ball man. I ain't
dude,
nobody ball
I'm
man. It
man.
mastermind
That's the
over here.
only. That's the only reason why I'm on here, Haven. Because when I listen to you, I hear facts. I hear truth. I do this too. But when I'm listening to some other idiot, God forgive me. When I'm listening to somebody else telling me that,
God forgive me.
um, telling me some bullshit that I know ain't true, unsubscribe.
Yeah,
Can't deal with
I
it, man.
can't do it. And they get,
Tell
I ain't gonna
people
lie,
the
they
truth.
get a lot of views. It ain't no one
Tell
person
people
doing
the
it. It's a
truth.
lot of
That's
people
it.
doing it.
Tell people the
And
truth
they
so they don't
get,
come out here. Because this real life now. This real life, real money.
yeah.
People losing
Your wife
their
gonna
ass.
leave you. Your wife
Yeah,
gonna
man.
goddamn leave you, man. I'm telling you, when you out here bullshitting, your wife
This
gonna
real
leave you. If she
life,
don't
man.
leave you, she gonna be
You fuck up them.
disrespecting you so bad. You wish you were gone.
Yeah.
She gonna be
You
at
fuck up
home
the mortgage
disrespecting you
money.
so bad.
Nah,
She
man. You gotta tell
she
people the
gonna go
truth, man. This
find
is
it,
life.
man. She gonna go find a dude that can pay that mortgage. Hey, I'm telling you just like this. I got a partner that used to do this. He did not work for my company, but I know him personally. My dog had left out. He working for a dude that didn't quite pay the way he said he was gonna pay, and kept him out in 2-3 weeks, and this and that and the other. Ruck came home and caught the wood in her.
Yes, sir. Ooh.
Caught it in. I'm talking. That's a different kind of caught right there. The wood in her.
Oh.
She blowing her back. You come in the house, your girl ain't never holler like that for you.
Oh.
You know it.
Bad.
I'm talking about deep in your heart. You like, man,
Tell
I ain't never
truth,
got
man.
this motherfucker to holler my name like she holler Tony's name.
Tell people the truth. Tell people the truth.
You would catch the wood in her. Like you won't.
Tell people the truth, man. You can make some money out here, man, but you got to work for it.
Tell
You know,
truth,
if
but
you're
don't say nothing.
non-CDL,
That's the name of
you
this
got to
shit.
run for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then when you negotiating your rates, man, look, get as much as you can get. There's always more money. I don't care what they put on the board. You know, they could put $5 a mile on the board, still ask for more.
Yeah. I could blow the head off.
That's it.
There you
I don't
go,
care what they put on there.
That's what I'm teaching out here. Blow their hat back
Yes,
when you have
bring me
blow
back.
Blow their whole hat back and bring me back to reality.
Yes, sir.
And when they start asking you questions like, well, what would you haul it for? Shit, I could use $1 million.
$1 million motherfucking dollars.
Well, we don't have that much in it. Realistically, so
it's just a partial. But what you mean? It's got to be there tomorrow at 8 a.m. That ain't no partial.
I hate you.
Dude, I asked a dude for $10,000 to go from Florida to Colorado a couple of weeks ago. You know, he wanted it. As you should. No, I was thinking maybe I could end up maybe with 7 or 8. He came back with 4. I'm like, nah, I can't do it for that. You keep your freight.
Nah, that's too big of a difference between where I'm in and where you at.
Yeah.
Cause then I still think you playing with me.
Yeah, he thought he can get it though. He went and asked. He came back, he couldn't get it. I thought maybe he'd come back with 7 or 8, but okay, you need a team.
Nah.
You need to go from Florida to Colorado. Yeah, 10,000, boss.
That right.
And you know what?
And it was some light shit.
Yeah. But, you know what, Jonathan, that's another thing too, bro. That's another thing too about taking that cheap freight is letting people know you got to understand the liability of what you're putting on your trailer also.
Yeah, we talked about that today. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Expound on that, Neil. To tell them what we talking about.
Yeah, instead of taking the cheap freight, you know, you got to realize that you're liable for whatever that freight's worth. You're taking the cheap freight for what? Your deductible on your insurance may be $2,500, $1,500, and you're getting what? $400 for 500 miles. You're not making no money at all.
You're paying to move that load.
Yeah, you're paying to move the load.
You paying them to run that load, bro. You paying them. You actually paying them to run it.
Exactly. So we have to be careful about that too, man. And that's one thing I'm learning. You know, I'm not out here rushing everything. You know, a lot of people say run hard. I understand that, but I'm more about safety and learning every aspect of this game. If I learn it now, again, I'll get it into 2 years or 3 years into this business where I won't be looking for. You know,
and that's the most important thing, man.
Yeah.
Safety first. Safety first. Run safe. Operate safe. I tell brokers a lot of times. I use that like a negotiation tactic. I like, man, I ain't never lost a load.
Yes, sir.
Never lost a load. I've been doing this shit going on 5 years. Never lost a load.
Never. I ran 1,200 some of them. I ain't never called them and never said I wasn't gonna be there.
Look,
I ain't never.
I got a little hill in my backyard. When I'm going out, my trailer be damn near at a 45-degree angle, and that load ain't coming off. You know what I mean? You put 2 straps on there, like they say, but if you gotta put 2 more, so be it. It's not coming off.
Overrig if you have to.
Bro, what 5 minutes gonna do for you? I'm just
saying, not
5 minutes ain't gonna hurt a thing.
Safety first.
And you know,
safety first, and not to mention,
go ahead.
That's how I get through the scale house with no problems. I over secure. I make sure that when I roll through that scale house, there is no immediate indicators to pull me in.
Nothing.
Period. You got that loose track. Pull them round back. Hey, driver, pull round back. Driver, you like, oh shit, Lord, I thought here you go again, Lord. They with that bullshit, Lord. Here it goes. One more out of service. They say they won't audit my head. Oh Lord, here it is.
And they will get you unloaded. They will get
we
you
should
unloaded.
Do a video on scale house etiquette.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
someday.
Who said scale house etiquette? Who said that? All my matter, you said that?
All my matters.
Talk about that a little bit. Talk, cause you did do Tell them what your track record is. Tell them how long you roll like that, and tell them how you be handling them folk when you do per se. Cause they don't even have to see them folk a lot of times. Go talk about that etiquette right there, Big Dad.
It's actually really easy. I just all right. So August 1st marked 2 years that I've been in the truck. I've had 2 inspections since August 1st of 2019. Passed both inspections, no violations. I've never had a violation or an out of service or anything like that. But I follow a very strict guideline when I roll through that scale house. Number one, high visibility, head to toe. Number two, keep your dash clean.
Yeah.
Number three, make sure your load is absolutely secure. And that means if you see on your GPS, you got a scale house coming up, stop, get out of the truck, go around it, make sure everything is secure before you roll through that scale house. Because
Ain't gonna cost you nothing.
when you enter that scale house, there's cameras out at the road. They're running your numbers. They're looking at your truck before you even get to the window. And so they have a list of visual indicators. Okay. If one of those things on that list, it's very simple. If it's off, they're going to say to themselves, what else can we find?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
so, that high visibility is a big deal, because if you ever have to jump out of that truck and fix the load securement, which you shouldn't, but if you do, you need high visibility on it. People need to be able to see you. So that's one of those visual indicators that DOT looks for. And so that's how I've kept my track record. That's it, man.
Right.
I follow it to the T. When I start my pre-trip inspection, whatever clothes I slept in come off, the high visibility goes on. When I do my post-trip inspection, that's when I take the high visibility off and get in my nighttime clothes. I swear to God, man, that high visibility is like my shield. I feel like that is what
Yeah,
has
yeah, yeah.
saved me.
I might
Yeah,
try
cause
that, man.
they know
But
you care, bro. Like they know you
yeah,
care.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
real talk. The clean dashboard, the high visibility, the extra low securement, the truck actually clean,
Very
bruh.
clean.
That shit means so much. That it just means so much because your first impression is the only impression you're gonna get. You're
Yeah.
not going through that scale house again today, to the point where more than likely you're not going to see them again today. That's the only impression that they have for 30, 40 seconds. And you've been
Mm-hmm.
on camera for the last mile and a half or 2 miles, whether you know it or not. It ain't on
Mm-hmm.
that ramp. Them cameras start where you see the first sign that say
Yep.
way station,
Yeah.
1 mile, 2 miles. Them cameras on you and you can be pulling stuff out the dash, moving shit around, making awkward moves. They're gonna pull your ass back
Yeah,
because
they're
they try and
looking for
figure out
that.
what you're trying to fix before you get up here where we at. What you
Yep.
trying to hide that you ain't supposed to have in this truck before you get up here where we at. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. You gotta understand these people are not just the Department of Public Safety. These the police. These folks trained to look for certain shit. These folks go to classes and sit for a long time to look and learn characteristics. If you ever go to El Paso, Texas, you ain't got to hit no scale houses. If you ever go down there by Laredo, you don't gotta hit no scale houses. Soon as you top these hills going up and down the highway, you got a highway patrolman sitting right there facing oncoming traffic just so he can look in your windshield and see your reaction on your face when you see him. You better not jump. All I can say is your ass better not jump, or they on you like white on right, because they want to know what the hell you jumping for. Somebody that ain't doing nothing ain't got no reason to be jumping.
Yep.
And then when they pull you over, you got the AC on max, but you're sweating. Oh man, please get out. Sir, can you get out of the vehicle, please? We're gonna go ahead and look over to check this out, and we're gonna go ahead and do a level 1, 2, and 3 on you right quick. I don't know which one they're gonna pick. For real. I ain't
I
lying. And
agree.
y'all know it real.
Yeah.
It just certain stuff you gotta take with the severity. That's why I say I'm trucking like I'm trapping, because I'm treating this cargo like it's some kilos of dope that don't belong to me. Listen to
Yep.
me. I'm treating these four cargo like kilos of cocaine that don't belong to me. Motherfucker gonna cut my whole head off if something happens to this shit. Because that's what gonna happen to me in life, financially, physically, and in life, period, if that shit come off that trailer. I
Yep.
Yes, sir.
posted the other day a generator that somebody said, have y'all seen this? It came off the trailer on I-40 and the driver don't know where it's at. Anybody
Oh
seen this
wow.
generator? What kind of shit is that, y'all?
Wow, for real?
A
He ain't
yellow
working there no
generator.
more.
Man,
Wow.
check my community out, Pop, when you get off here. Check my community and
Yeah.
just look at the little store. It was crazy. They like, cause I'm like, I'm thinking somebody trying to get somebody to come pick the generator up, run the load. They like,
He
no,
don't know
anybody
where it
seen
is.
this? The last time
Holy
we
shit.
saw it, it was on the trailer at the shipper, and it gotta be on I-40 somewhere. Now think
Oh
about if
wow.
that generator in somebody's windshield.
Yeah.
You liable.
You going to
That
jail?
generator 6,500 pounds, man.
Yeah. I've seen some stuff on the highway, man. I saw
On the
some guy
wheel.
one time with some cable reels hanging off the side of the trailer. I was like, man, that's a bill. Cause no, you got to get a truck with a crane to come out there to put it back on properly, and you know they're gonna hit you over the head.
Man,
I
that
Mm-hmm.
mean,
man gonna drive. Get what? He go back there and make sure that chain is stay tight and gonna drive just like that clean in New York City. Trust me, I seen some crazy shit. These folks ain't fixing
Man,
that shit, bro. They riding just like that. They gonna ride to New York just like that.
yeah,
man, I hate them cable reels.
They
yeah,
I
edge to
really do,
edge. They're
man.
102
yeah.
inches. I mean, they 101 and a half. I measured
Yep.
Right,
that
right,
shit. They're
right,
101 and a half.
dude.
So you
I
you
put
ain't got
chain,
much room
strap.
to fuck up. Yes,
They're not
man.
going nowhere.
Nope.
No,
Chain,
Nope. I
no.
run.
chain, strap. They're not going nowhere.
Yep. I run 2 chains and then 2 straps over the metal bars just to make it look good again
Yeah.
for the scale house.
Sexy. That's sexy when you come through scale house though, cause they like, man, it don't even take all that. Go on out, go on on, man.
But
Don't even,
even then,
man,
I
it don't
still
even
hate running
take.
cable reels, man.
Me too, cause it's always the thought. That shit on the edge of the trailer. You do your first load securing probably about 20 minutes in. You know they super tight, but in the back of your mind, you still like this shit really on the edge. I'm talking about it really is on the edge, y'all. Y'all,
Well,
if
they
you
do
ever get
move
a
too.
chance to do this job, yes they do.
You know what,
They
all
really
my
on the
man,
edge.
that is a good point, man. You brought up about appearance going through the scale house.
Yeah.
Same thing happened to me, man. The day after that, the semi backed into me. I pulled
Yeah.
through the scale house in Tennessee. That's when they pulled me in to do a
Show
level 1 drive.
did, show did.
Damage
And he
Yeah,
truck.
was sexy than a motherfucker the day before that now.
Wow.
yeah,
Day
Yep.
yeah.
before that,
They
he was
pulled me over
super
for that.
sexy. Canned
Yeah,
apple red on the 21 Ram, that 3500. I'm
Damn.
super sexy. Red with the black rims and the black grill in and everything. The next day, you a target.
yes, sir. Exactly. They looked
Oh,
at that. I seen him when he walked down. I pulled up behind all the other trucks up on the scale weighing. The officer, I seen him looking at the window. He was looking at my hip where they hit me
Yeah.
at. I seen him come out the
Wow.
door. So I kind of paid attention to the scale. Like I'm looking at my what I'm weighing. I'm empty now. I'm empty. I'm looking at the scale. I see him he tap on the window, tap, tap, tap. He said, man, when the last time you had never won a special? I said, man, come on, man, and give me one, man. He said, well, go ahead and just pull around to the back. We'll give you a
Yeah.
level 1 special. You what you got there.
Lord, that's how it
But
started, Lord.
yeah,
Lord.
that's how it
Yeah.
started.
Yeah.
But the importance of it is what it was, Jonathan. That was a week. I think that was a week before I asked you about personal conveyance, leaving the ship and going home if I was empty.
Man, I
And you
told you,
told
ain't
me I
nothing but
could not
black and
do it.
white.
Yep, exactly. I had everything. When he done level 1 inspection, man, he had everything speaking span. I had the log books right. Everything on the truck trailer was right. All the connections, paperwork was right. And he was like, man, you're doing good. Keep up the good work. But that
Yeah.
target that was on my truck
yep.
from
The
that,
hip,
even with me
the
being unloaded,
damage.
Actually,
anything
Right.
you hit,
Right. Right.
they would
actually,
have
now that I
And you
think
were
about it,
empty. And you fucking empty.
exactly.
They know you don't wait nothing. They won't check on you. They won't pull your dipstick, check your oil one time. That's what we call it
Yeah,
in the hood. Checking it
yes,
on.
sir.
That's what they want to do. They want to check your oil one time.
see,
Exactly.
now that I remember, Hotshot Benny used to get
Yeah.
messed with all the time, and I kept telling him, like, dude, take that light bar off your truck. They won't mess with you no more.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
he
You
ever
know what?
take it off?
That's. Nah, he never took it off, but he covered it. They told him he got to put a cover over it, so he covered it. So he ain't had a ticket in a minute. It's been a while since the last one, so he definitely trying to do the right thing. He took the tint off the front, but you know what? I got the same truck. I got tint on my front window. Knock on wood.
Man,
Because
don't go to
they
Louisiana
were
with that
trying to
shit.
pass a law a couple of years ago, 2 years ago or so. They were trying to pass a law where you could put tint on your front, maybe not dark, but enough to stop the rays from killing your
Right.
arm. You know
Hmm.
what I mean?
Right.
I swear to God, I'm technically like a brown color skin dude, but if you see my forearm, right, and my upper arm, where y'all at?
Totally different.
Yep.
Totally different color, man.
Damn.
And
Yep.
Hey,
and
I
that
see
shit
them.
might give you
And you see
cancer.
them. You
You know
see
what I
a
mean?
real
I ain't
trucker, they
trying to get
whole
cancer
left
out here.
side of their face be black. Like
So
you'll
I swear
see
to God,
Caucasian people.
bro, that's my speech when they asked me about my tint. I said, man, look, this thing gonna give you skin cancer. I see semi truck running on the highway all the time, dark as hell. I
Yep.
don't
Black.
mess with them.
And
Why they
they
messing with a
be
hot shot
hating
guy
on
with
us.
tint?
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. I see big truck run down the highway with mirror tint. You know that shit
Man,
noticeable.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man. So my back windows, which I think that's not a problem, that's legal, is limo
Yeah, it's
tint
totally
back
legal.
there. You can't see me back there. I could see out, you can't see in. The front, I do have tint on there, but I swear to God, man, I'm not getting cancer because we trying to make a couple dollars out here. I'm not robbing anybody. I'm not stealing from nobody. I'm just trying to make an honest
That's
living.
my point.
Leave me
There
alone.
you go.
Yeah.
I'm
Leave
taking
me
it up
alone,
from
man.
nobody. I just
That's
came
it.
out here to get my money and go home.
That's it. Honest living. And I'm giving back. I'm giving back to the community with knowledge, information, help, whatever. So just leave me
Hey,
alone, man.
sidebar, y'all. Just for everybody that's up in here, do know that them super chats, we be buying food
Yeah.
for the homeless with them super chats. Y'all be
Hey,
getting the
it,
huh?
make sure you answer. Is there any questions that people are asking? Because we always seem to miss those.
Well, I know this will count on one of them. We finna do our thing type of thing.
Oh,
Right,
okay.
But
right, right.
let just make cause they were dropping super chats just on the love side. They were saying for the info and all that. Cause we been dropping some shit, man. We just talking, but we dropping some real shit right now. And they were just showing love. Let's see. Victory Lab, thank you for the 1999. D Richard, he said appreciate the knowledge, much respect. We got Howling Cash out down with that live, baby, for the 99.99. That what Howling Cash said. He pulled a bankroll out, and then we got Hotshot Billy,
Okay.
the young All American. Hotshot Billy, goddamn me. He said we hot squad, baby, and we do this.
High squad,
Hey,
baby. That's
Let
right.
me go
for
back.
99.99. So get
Who
Oh
what?
did
yeah.
that?
Them 200
Holland Cash.
Howling Cash and Hot Shot Benny gave 99.99, baby. A piece.
Okay, well, check it out, man. Go back to Holland Cash. Let me, being that he did that, that
Oh
dude's
hell
making
yeah.
waves, man. If none of
Oh
you
yeah,
guys
I
have checked
love
him out,
Howling Cash. I fuck with him.
oh, okay.
He don't know, bro. Subscribe to him and that. I be watching him, bro. Like real talk. I be peeping that motherfucker that really be hustling. Like people that
Yep.
don't really hustle don't keep my attention long at all. Unless they doing some buffoon shit. And I think I need to correct up on some stuff that they saying so they don't mislead more people. But other than that, if you ain't really hustling, I ain't unsubscribe from you immediately.
Yep.
True that.
He's
And that
got some
dude
good
hustling,
information.
bro.
He's
So
got
live.
some good information. He is one
He
smart
think
character,
outside the
dude.
box too, man. He think
Yep.
outside the box. I like him for that because he ain't going with what they say. He going with what working. Fuck what they say.
Yeah. But this
They
ain't no
say you
rocket
can get
science
rich
stuff,
off
man.
enterprise. They say you can get rich run enterprise, run to build you a fleet of 10 or 12 like that. We already see a clown shows y'all. You can't get rich like that. You have to own something one day. And get
Yeah.
what? You can bounce in and feel like this will get your feet wet type of moment. You gonna ride there for 2, 3 years, get rich and jump out of it. Get what? You're fooling yourself. You're
Yes,
fooling
sir.
yourself. If
Right.
anybody can jump in here in 3 to 5 years, get rich and get out of it, that'll be me. That'll be big hot shot Bennett dad. That'll be all my matter. To the point where
Look,
if
I
anybody
think,
can do that and do that,
yo, I
y'all
think I
have
made
been
a
seeing her
video.
do that.
I think I made a video similar to what you just said, man. Nah, man, this ain't no get rich quick scheme. It's not
Yeah.
this.
Real talk.
That's
I
right.
saw
You
that
know what I mean?
video, dad.
You
Yeah.
got you got to come out here. You got to work. You got to drive. Then you got to negotiate. If you're doing your own dispatching, you got to negotiate good rates so you don't have to work as hard trying to make $6,000 a week. You know what I
Bless
mean?
them,
Get them
Poppy.
rates up, man. Get the rates up.
Yep.
That's the main thing.
Bless them. That's why we
If you
doing
can't
this, so
negotiate,
more
get a
people
broker
be aware.
who can
That right?
negotiate. Say it
That
again,
right.
Haven. Yeah.
I said that's why we on here right now to help people
Oh yeah.
understand so we keep the race up. Because everybody understand that dumb shit will stop happening. This shit dumb, y'all. Now it get to the
It
point
is.
where like it's borderline disrespectful what they be
Look,
trying to do on the load board some days, man.
yeah. Hear the new shit, right? I hate this shit. I call you for a load for a flatbed, and flatbed hotshot. You got flatbed up there. We all know when if you're searching for loads, especially on truck stop, hotshot, flatbed, step deck. Those three is what I use 9 times out of 10, right?
Mhm.
So the broker gonna ask me, do I have a 48-foot flatbed or do I have a hotshot? Like, what's the difference? Fix your mic, Haven. Fix your mic. So the broker gonna ask me, what do I have, flatbed or hot shot? What's the difference? You put a load up there that's I can carry weight wise,
Mhm.
lengthwise, it could fit on my trailer. I got a flatbed. So then she gonna
It
say,
don't matter.
well, if you're a 48-foot flatbed, this is the rate. If you're a hot shot, this is the rate. And obviously a hot shot rate's lower. Why?
Yeah.
Preach.
Yeah.
Why? I'm carrying the same friggin' load. I'll probably get it there quicker than the semi.
Cause you
Why?
Cause you got a motherfucker with 125,000, 150,000 subscribers telling you to be an asshole, and they rolling with it. I'm gonna
Hell
make
no.
money. Shit, if I had
Hell
somebody
no.
out here telling me to be an asshole and everybody being an asshole because he say be an asshole, shit, the broker supposed to make his money.
No.
Well,
But what's the logic though? What's the logic?
here's the logic. Back in the beginning, when Hotshot first started, the barrier to entry was very minimal in comparison to a Hotshot. In the beginning, the brokers didn't really know this.
Right.
Now, today, that does not hold true. It's almost dollar for dollar the same cost of
Yeah.
operation, right? I believe that semi is a little bit more, but people will tell you that it's the same. So they believe, since we as Hotshots have a lower cost of entry, that we shouldn't get
Yeah.
what a semi gets.
Yeah.
Now, in the beginning,
Fix,
that was true, but today
fix
that
your
is
mic,
not
Haven.
true.
Fix your mic. Haven, fix your mic. You're in the matrix. Yeah, but
Yeah,
you're
he's having
absolutely
all
right.
kinds of issues over there.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. They got too many different type of reasons why they can't give you the same rate they would give a semi truck. Granted, they're screwing the semi trucks guys over big time. They've been doing that for years. For you guys running semi trucks, a lot of old school guys who don't understand the trucking business, and I don't mean that with any disrespect, but man, you guys are underpaid in the semi truck world, no doubt. I see it because I dispatch semis and I dispatch hotshot. You guys are underpaid in the semi trucks. There's no way you should be hauling 30 and 40,000 pounds and getting $2 a mile. No way. I don't care
No
where you're
way.
going. 100 miles, 2, 3, 4, 100 miles, 1,000 miles. But these brokers are cutting y'all throats in the semi trucks. So learn the business, folks, from the inside up. Get the rates up, even for the semi truck. Cause you guys are not getting paid right. Somebody taking half the money, and it's not you. Get the rates up.
Just always remember, if you don't think there's more money in the load, just look at their profits for the year. It's public information.
There you go. Somebody get it.
They have it.
Stealing it.
They have it.
There ought to be like a law, a rule to govern this stuff, man. Like, if you get a load for $4,000, you can only take 15%. Why the hell you need to try to take 50%? Shit don't make no sense to me. But who am I to say anything? I'm just a small little carrier.
Yep.
I had
I don't know.
something similar like that, Pops, go on over here
Yeah.
too, about those rates, man. I had a broker that needed my truck on a Saturday to make 2 or 3 trips, about 50 miles.
More money.
Like I said, he was offering a certain amount of money for it. I said, okay, well, I'm kind of interested in that. I'll see about that, man. I'll try to get him up a little more. But then he asked me what type of equipment that I had. So, of course, I told him what I had. I said, I have this and this and that. I carry the weight, no problem. Making 2 or 3 trips. But he said, okay, well, the rate for a hot shot is going to be, he cut the rate almost 50%.
Wow.
I told him, I said, okay, well, I appreciate it, man. You have a good one.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Keep
you
your
on
load.
Saturday. That load ended up sitting. It ended up sitting
Keep your
because I couldn't find nobody.
Good for you.
Yeah, keep your load, man.
That's it.
When I'm negotiating rates, no, I said 2 things no, but which is technically true. I got a 40-foot hot shot. I got a couple of those. and I got a 48 step deck and a 53 step deck and flatbeds. Which one do you need?
Yeah.
And they always choose a hot shot if the weights, because that's what I'm really calling for anyway. They will choose a hot shot because, of course, they want to give a lower rate. Like, no.
Exactly.
Give me the right rate. Flatbed. It's gonna get there. We still got to travel the same miles.
Yep.
Same
Now,
thing.
granted, my fuel cost might be a little cheaper, but it's the
Still the
same
same
risk.
insurance.
And
Yeah,
it's
it's the same risk.
liable for whatever's going on the trailer.
That's it.
Yep.
Same liability. So that's
Same
the
risk.
thing
Yeah.
too.
I mean, pay me fairly. That's all I'm asking.
Exactly.
Then you're gonna give me a partial load, right? And you expect it to be there the next day. Well, that's no longer a partial, is it? That sounds like a dedicated load.
Yeah.
I said it. I used that line, brother.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not a partial, sir.
No.
Don't give me a partial and tell me get it there next day. No, sir. I'm gonna get it there in 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, give me time to put something with it if you're gonna do that.
There you go. Because there's no way I'm gonna run your partial the very same day with nothing else to go with it. I mean, the partial really is paying for gas and expense. The other one is might be some profits there.
Yeah.
So pay me fairly and don't expect you to see your shit until 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
And if you
And
get it next day, you should be thankful.
And
that's
that
kind of
real.
why I focus on TL loads that got to be there tomorrow. That's like my thing, dude. I look for those. I look for those $1,000, 200 miles, $1,000, 230 miles. That's kind of where I try to stay at. I don't. Not saying I'm not interested in the partial game.
I'm gonna take you up on that though, because like I said, I just started dispatching a 33-foot non-CDL, and I was trying to do it in the same way I do what I do with the Hotshot with a 40-foot. It's not the same.
It's not the same, and that's why I was just getting at. If I had a CDL and the capacity to load parcels on there, then yes, I would probably go that route. But with a non-CDL rigs, 11 of them, that's what we do.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna definitely try it.
Yeah, if you do, if you stay, well, if I had your number, I could send you the map, but you already know the map, so.
Hey, I see you here, number, bro.
Yeah, Haven got it.
Yeah.
Hey, and get what? I like about what all my managers said. That's hard. It's hard, y'all. I ain't gonna even lie. It's hard to successfully, consistently move a very weight limited piece of equipment. Partial King, you coming to realize that it ain't to sit if we book 5 at a time, go and get the week knocked out, and it's because it's more space between the loads because it's less stuff you can carry. So deadhead increase on a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Taking loads in order to get to better freight markets is more important in a non-CDL high shot because certain places you're just not gonna make no money like talking about it until you get out of there. And like I say, to for all my members to say they run 11 of them, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna try it just like that, man. 200 miles,
tough,
$800,000. I'm gonna try it. One pick, one drop.
One pick, one drop. Yeah.
I'm gonna try it.
I sold y'all that shit for over a year. It's a proven method. I promise
The thing is, though, Pops, how is this non-CDL? Because see, the thing with the one pick, one drop with a non-CDL, they got to be a grinder in order to make that work.
Right. Oh no, he grinding. He fresh.
Okay.
He ready to go. Yeah, this is first week. It took me all day to find. No, it took me 2 days to find him a decent load. I was trying to do it my way. So I got him $2,000 to go to Texas out of Georgia, and I got him another 16 to come on back. But I'm looking at the money from my standpoint, like that's not enough bread. You know what I mean? Even though he left, I think he left yesterday. He left yesterday and he delivered today, 2,000. But in my brain, the way I operate with the 40 footers, that's not enough money. I mean, I need you to see minimum 4,000 for the week because you started late, and I really want to get him that $5,000 mark at least before the week is over. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna get it. I need to find one more piece to go with what he got, and by Monday he should be dropping off another 2,000-3,000, and technically that's 5,000 in less than 7 days. So
Yeah, and that's about right. I mean,
I'm
that's
finna
about
see
right.
if
Even
I
though,
can get. I'm see if I get guy who came up in here. Cause I sent him a link. I finna see if he'll come up in here because, like I said, that dude right there, independent on the operator, changed markets from the Chicagoland area all the way down to Jacksonville. And one thing about it, man, like I said, the way you carry yourself, conduct business with these brokers gonna stand nationwide. When they run the number, the folk gonna put some respect on your name. And so, like I said, people gotta concentrate on not starting nothing they can't keep up every single day and make a living. What you do? Make a living. So why would you do something that don't go toward making a living and you basically paying them to run these low?
No, sir.
You know,
Leave it on the board.
leave that shit right there. To buy you a little bag, it got $3 more $100 on it out of nowhere. Where the money come from?
Yep, leave it on the board.
Thursday evening, they got another 200 on there because now it gets serious. It gets serious now.
Yo, I was watching that video you were talking about, that load in Savannah. I believe I saw that same load. I don't even know when you made that video, but I was listening to it.
Man, that was a bad ass load, wasn't it, baby?
Yeah. I remember that I saw that load. They were paying good money going, I don't know where the hell, Utah.
Hey, it was some in Oklahoma bad that way or some shit. It was Utah.
Yeah.
It was Utah for like 8,000.
It was Utah. I saw that same load, man.
That motherfucker like 8,000.
I'm in Georgia. I'm only 4 hours away. That night, that shit was up to some crazy numbers.
Man, I was on live begging somebody to come get that motherfucker. Please. Please, man, anybody. Man. Lord Jesus, it's too much money.
I already had a partial of the truck. He said I couldn't pick it up with nothing else.
I was 5 hours away, bro. I ain't gonna get out 5 hours away, and I couldn't get there when they wanted me to get there. I ain't gonna lie to these folks, but that was some good ass money, man.
What? But that goes to show folks, man, that if you see a load that paying, let's say $5,000 going 1,000 miles, and then the same load might be with sometimes 3 brokers, the same load, and one broker could be trying to move for 3,000, the other one trying to move it for 3,500. You know why? Because they're doing the same thing that unfortunately we doing too. They're underbidding each other so they could get that load themselves. So they're the one driving the price down. The customer willing to pay 5,000.
Yes,
but you got another broker who wants the load. He gonna try to get it for 3,000. Give you the load for 2,500 or 2,000, so he can make 500 to 1,000. And no, stop. It goes both ways. It goes that way with the brokers and us as carriers. We are underbidding each other to get this one little last load.
We all fighting the same fight. That's why I keep telling them they're gonna press the cheap button, and I got a brokerage now. Man, I can't find the freight, fool.
Yeah, man.
I ain't never paid no bill for me. I got my own authority and where the freight at?
Yeah. Keep the rates up, man. That's it. That's the bottom line in this business. Be patient.
Folks got their own authority, ain't moved a muscle.
And right now there's a bunch of people dispatching too now. Everybody's a dispatcher now. They ain't got no damn truck now, but they're dispatching. It's okay. Everybody got to eat. But if you're going to be dispatching folks, man, understand that the guy with the truck, he need as much money as possible. So you better negotiate your ass off to get as much as possible. That's it. Make sure the operator making money.
You won't be dispatching alone.
No, you won't. Make sure the operator making money. You're not gonna win every day, but you should win most times.
Yep. And then get what? On some real shit, I'm just like this. On 100%, you know what I'm saying? Give them all the credit that some folks give them, to the point where a lot of people that screaming to dispatch and all that, they ain't got no more relationship than you got in your first 3 months of authority. You can see the same load on the board, and get what? If you strong enough to talk up on your money and really stand up on it, a lot of times you the same number they were gonna get up there, because they ain't no damn body. What the fuck they?
Exactly.
They ain't even got no paperwork behind their name. All they hear is somebody that you gave permission to call on your behalf, use your MC and talk for you. Them folks ain't did a goddamn thing.
No, they ain't got no brokerage. They ain't got no company. Nothing. They're not paying no
And
insurance. Nothing.
tell them I said it, motherfucker. A dispatcher for lazy people or people that ain't aware yet of how to do it, and they just need some help. But a dispatcher looking at the same 3 load boys your monkey ass got.
Going to kill yourself, right, Haven?
Man, I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna close my mouth.
Shit.
Same 3 fucking load boys you got, and a couple more for some company that he ain't gonna tell you about because he don't want you to take his job. He ain't gonna tell you, oh man, you just go on look on the land stop board. That's where I found that land. He ain't gonna tell you that because you gonna put him out the game.
Man, I got a confession to make, man.
Confess then, motherfucker. You
make
did
it, baby. Make it.
You did.
Man, listen, man. Yo, remember when I came down there and we went and looked at that shuttered trucking company? We placed that offer, couldn't get it,
man,
blah, blah, blah.
I hate you for bringing
I can't
this shit
stop
up.
thinking about it.
Man, they done draw, they done paid the parking lot, draw lines out there. Man, the motherfucker was under contract. We were trying to make the offer on it. We just didn't know at the time to the real estate people let me know. My sister-in-law let me know.
What we talking about? We talking about truck parking?
Now we talking about a whole warehouse. Man, we been about warehouse, nigga.
Warehouse?
Listen,
Okay.
Man,
check
we
it
been
out.
by a whole trucking company that had went out of business, bro. We tried to buy a trucking company that went out of business, man.
Okay.
So I'll
Don't
tell
be
you a story.
Man,
So I go down there.
if you see me with about 15, 20 acres, man.
Oh yeah,
that's about what it was.
Yeah, hey man, to be honest with you, the shit was retarded, bro. And then it had a stupid ass price on it, bro. It was good. It was really good. I'm talking, man, my hopes and dreams. I seen them all. I was like, boy, here I am. Boy, I said, white honey bun. Ooh, there I am.
And it had a whole apartment in it.
Yeah, it had a whole house on the second level. Like you could stay up there, shower, kitchen, full house, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Man, I
like
left
you
there.
Can leave your house and live at work and don't pay no bills at home no more type of house.
Right.
Listen, I left there. I called him every day. Yo, we get it.
Damn.
Yo, we get it.
Damn.
Yo, we get it.
You go bring this shit up, man.
Major moves, man.
Hurt, man. You got my fucking head.
Major moves.
Man,
that's a whole nother game over there, man.
Dog. That bitch had 9 doors on each side. We were gonna have them try to bag it up like a saw, bitch. The UPS went the side, and you had enough parking for about 30 trucks. Goddamn. Well, we finna rent some spots out over there. And then he that trailer repair, cause you know he the trailer guru. All my metal truck.
Yeah.
On trailer.
Man, you ain't gotta run that much, man. You get you a nice couple of acres. They're charging $150, $200 just to park a truck nowadays.
Yeah.
And I pay it. I pay $100. I pay $125 down here in the South, baby.
Times that time 100 trucks.
And that shit real talk, because I'm parking at a hell of a reefer carrier. He got 53 trucks and still got about motors out there parking on pavement. That boy get money over there. S&B trucking, Brandon, Mississippi, them boy running the reefer. I'm gonna tell some business for 1 sec. The man said probably 20 reefer trucks at strategic Walmart while they changing all their stuff over. Man, don't you know the broker called me? And I don't even run reefers. We got $1,300 the first day the reefer sit there, and $900 each additional day the reefer sit there. And you ain't gotta do them but keep diesel in it, keep it running, and move it once a day to the other side of the parking lot so we can shuffle this shit around.
Can't beat that.
And that dude sit by 20 of them. ain't put a mile on nail truck. He got him there for about a month, bro. That man made so much damn money on the profit. He spent shit. Get all the drivers at home with full pay.
All right, y'all.
They just gotta come into the reefer unit.
I'm headed out for the night.
Yeah.
Oh, you got
wrap it up, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. We gonna wrap it up. It's been so much giving. I appreciate each and every one of the people that have come on the live tonight, been a part of this whole broadcast, and also, first foremost, I want to thank Al Miller, the Parson King, Neil. Hey man, I can't thank you guys enough for coming on here and giving
Appreciate
a
it,
little
man.
part of y'all self, man. And y'all ain't have to do this. You ain't really got to be on here helping people like y'all do, man. But I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart.
Yes,
I just want to say thank y'all for fucking with me. I appreciate it.
I
I
appreciate
appreciate you,
y'all.
man.
Appreciate you,
Each
bro.
one teach one.
Yep,
Yes, sir.
Falco.
Absolutely. And for
Yes,
all the
sir.
people on here that support the channel, I want to thank y'all too. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe, and know that whenever you do a super chat, that money goes into an account that is strictly for the less fortunate people of the community. We did it last Saturday. We gave away 200 more breakfast sandwiches at the bus station / train station that went around South Jackson and did some stuff like that. And that's y'all money. All this hauling cash, we appreciate you. Because get what? In my rate and discount at McDonald's, when I do it, because they know what I'm trying to do, them $100 is about 90 sandwiches. So I appreciate you, man, from my heart. The Hotshot Haven, we appreciate you. All my matter. Hey, man, love you, bro. Love you,
All right,
Pop.
fellas.
You done been
Peace out,
adopted,
man.
baby. You done been
Yes, sir.
adopted, goddamn it. You Pop on his own. I told you, man,
All right.
ain't hitting no shit. So
Yeah.
you the next best thing, boy.
Man,
Yeah.
look, drive safe, be
Yeah.
safe,
Y'all have a good night,
and
man.
And
y'all
Y'all
keep
Neil,
too,
hustling and
bro.
make this money, man.
love you, bro. Hey, stay encouraged. Keep grinding hard, baby. Hotshot Benny, thank you. Thank you for being in here, everybody, man. Until next time, it's been the Hotshot Haven. All the guys, y'all wait on out here, man. Y'all be blessed and highly favored, man. Stay encouraged.
Peace.
All right, fellas.
Later.
Peace out.
Thanks,
Peace out.
All
Neil.
right.
Everybody
Y'all
be
hold it
safe.
Appreciate
down,
Be
man. Be
y'all.
safe.
safe out there.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, Neil. Have a good night,
All right.
everybody.
Y'all
Yes,
too, man.
sir.